All right, everybody calm down. We're a little bit late. It's no big deal.
Megan's so lost she can't even find the opening.
I can't find my opening video, and
like,
Tug's laughing at me, and he's like, "You're gonna have a riot in the chat. You better hit the thing."
I told her y'all were gonna get Lord of the Flies in there and start eating one, and they're yummy.
But I just got the most amazing new music video from Linda, who wrote Pecuniary, by the way. And she's amazing. And unfortunately, I didn't save it somewhere I could find it, but I'm going to get it so we can have this opening right now because it's freaking hilarious. But I'm sitting here screwing around like, where did I put it? Where did I put it? I'm like, you know what? This is funny. We should just be live. See, it already exists.
Why not?
It already exists. How come I can't find it in my video files? I don't understand. This is, I'm having Jeff's technical problems are rubbing
Jeff's
off
technical,
on
but
me.
this is like every other live stream with Megan behind the scenes.
Shut up! You don't know.
I like how you blame that on Jeff. You're like, it's Jeff.
It's all Jeff's problem. It's all Jeff's fault, and Jeremy too. You have to blame Jeremy. Okay, if I found it. All right, shh, professional. Pretend like you just tuned in. And we are just now starting the show.
What the Hales is going on? Something here is very wrong. Tuning in to Megan and Tug. Daypo drop, what the fuck? It's harassment, defamatory, and pecuniary. Big words, but Megan is your dictionary. Megan and Tug almost breaks down laughing. Fox and umbrella, content drowning and splashing. Pecuniary! Bubbles wants to ask the questions. Shock it slams with good objections. Jeremy hitting with logical reasoning. Forces Bubbles through unquestionable weaseling. Bubbles acts like a broken record. Jeremy stands his ground like an expert. Judge or jury will determine the facts. That's confidential, oh snap. It's harassment, defamatory, and pecuniary. Big words, but Megan is your dictionary. Megan and Tug almost breaks down laughing. Fox and umbrella, content drowning and splashing. Pecuniary, pecuniary, pecuniary. Bubbles wants to ask the questions. Shock it slams with good objections. Jeremy hitting with logical reasoning. Forces Bubbles through unquestionable weaseling. Bubbles acts like a broken record. Jeremy stands his ground like an expert. Judge or jury will determine the facts. That's confidential, oh snap. It's harassment, defamatory, and pecuniary. Big words, but Megan is your dictionary. Megan and Tug almost breaks down laughing. Fox and umbrella, content drowning and splashing. Poor Jeff was left all on his own, cause Megan had Tug on the phone. Something urgent did pop up, but Jeff joins the stream and they're all made up. Now the trio on stream outstanding. So reading, continuance demanding. Just a couple of pages or maybe 10, but it all continues on Tuesday again. It's harassment, defamatory, and pecuniary. Big words, but Megan is your dictionary. Megan and Jeff almost breaks down laughing. Fox and Vice is content drowning and splashing. Content Krampus, Megalodonus, meat sweats begging Megan. Professional.
Oh my God. It's so good.
God, Becky, it's great.
And by the way, the derailleur is here. Grok has outdone itself, if I do say so myself. Look, that's a semi-truck floating behind me. Look.
Yep. I'm glad you actually have assumed the identity of the derailleur now.
I have.
Like,
I'm embracing it. And now I want to write a comic book. Frankly, I think this is a comic book in the making. I think you are witnessing history. That's what I think. By the way, Audio Coffee, was it Audio Coffee? No, sorry. Linda Audio Coffee wrote Blame Jeremy. Linda wrote Pecuniary. And Linda, you made that video for me. And I just want to say I love you for that. It was so cute. It was so good. And it saved me a bazillion hours. And I just want to say you're awesome because I was going to do it. And you were like, well, I could do it. I'm like, I love that idea. Absolutely love that idea. So how do we have 25 super chats here already? Holy crap.
Because
Wow.
people were like, maybe she'll notice.
Maybe she'll notice and show up.
They
God,
started throwing. It's the only thing they could throw at each other in chat.
throwing money. Maybe she'll show up if we throw money at her.
It's a war. Oh, no,
There's a super chat war. I have my favorites. Thanks for the 2. This should be good tonight. Oh yeah. I have my favorites. Believe me. This is breaking
it's gonna be
news.
good tonight.
You're not going to hear this anywhere else, are you, Tug?
No, this is going to be really good tonight. I mean,
I have it on good authority that there are some people writhing and screaming like vampires hit with holy water that this is happening tonight.
Yes, there were a lot of people I hear behind the scenes that kept trying to figure out how they could stop the message. But as Megan likes to quote from Firefly, what is that again?
You can't stop the signal, Mal.
That's right. Can't stop that signal.
Cannot stop the signal. It will go on. The message will get out there, whether you want it to or not. Rebel Bird, thanks for the 10. I understand super chats make the haters mad. This is true. This also makes them writhe around like vampires hit with holy water. And think of it as your string of garlic. You know, the more garlic you add to the string, in the form of super chats, the more they get angry and upset and start withering away into nothing. So yeah, do it. Shannon B became a YouTube member. Oh my God, it's weird in here, but you will get used to it. And if you don't, you'll probably rage quit. But before you rage quit, please leave me an exit message telling me all the things you hate about me. Those are my favorite messages. Thank you very much, Shannon, for becoming a member. And Flippin' Adventures, thanks for the 10. Megan and Tug are worth the wait. Cue elevator music. I can do that for you. I'm a good host. Yeah, Tug. Are you rocking and rolling over there in your non-squeaky chair?
Oh yeah, you can't tell. I forgot. You couldn't tell how horrible I'm thrashing about.
I can't tell that you're thrashing about in agony because your chair is so damn quiet now.
I know. At least I'm thrashing about in comfort.
Sin, thanks for the MX. What does that stand for? I don't know. The 50, whatever it is, super sticker. Appreciate you. I'm really bad at international money. Tug and I have that in common. Nikki Lynn, thanks for the 2 breadstick money. Let's flocking go. Yes, let's flocking go. Lexi, thanks for the 5 super chats. Make the haters mad. Oops. Barbara the Illustrator became a YouTube member. Welcome to the Fox Den. Maybe Tug will give you an extra special. No?
Nope.
No?
Nope. You wanted it too bad that time.
You ass. You ass. Oh my God. You can tell.
There you go.
There it is.
Later. It was delayed.
An adversarial stream. Apparently, Tug is being passive aggressive like Jeff is with me sometimes. Something's wrong. I've upset him in some way, and I'm not going to know about it till later.
Never.
Nikki Lynn, thanks for the 10. Did you say super chats make the haters mad? Get mad at this. Oh my God, you guys, I love you. You're so funny. Cynthia Barnes, thanks for the 10. Let's go. Blame Jeremy. For sure. Always blame him. It's always his fault. Lady Horse, thanks for the 5. Anticipation is huge. Can't wait. Love and hugs, Tug and Megan. Love to you too. Appreciate you. I know I promised you anyway, some of you, the Gadfly was going to be with us tonight, but we've had a scheduling mishap. That's going to be coming soon, though. Don't worry. Blame Jeremy is in the works. We're going to do it just on a different night than tonight. Don't worry. I have been talking to him, and he's very excited about it. Sue Scat, thanks for the 10. Oh, no, not a super chat. Yeah, because that makes them very mad. I have my favorites. Thanks for the 5 to make up for you getting roasted this morning. Oh, Tug, I didn't fill you in on what happened.
You got roasted today?
Well, Jeff and I have a simul stream that we're doing, reading the Owens v. Eckert appeal, which, by the way, well, we'll get to that in a second. But we had a super chat war because we were simul streaming, and we set the goal for 50 super chats, and whoever could get to 50 first got to roast the other one for being a loser and for being the for being the one who everyone loves the most. Jeff beat me by a lot quickly. It was really embarrassing. And we both had Grok write roasts about the other one.
No.
I did meet the goals, but in the time frame, so I got to read his to him too. But yeah, it was embarrassing. They like him a lot more than they like me. But I mean, yeah, who wouldn't? I mean, have you met Legal Vices? He's only the nicest guy on earth.
They just wanted that roast of you. Is what they wanted.
I know, they were like, this has to happen. I was like, damn it.
It's not like or dislike. It's like, who do I want to see roasted more?
And Brandis Abercrombie, let's go. Thanks for the 2. T-Zaddy 1964. Thanks for the 2. I'm missing Megan and Tug. Nope, it's only 8:03. Sorry for the late start. I really was desperately searching for that video and failing miserably.
She was like, I might as well go live while I do this.
I'm like, you know what? This is funny watching me look for this. We might as well be live. I don't know why I didn't hit the live button.
I know. There was,
sitting there.
If anybody's like, what happens before? It's just like what happens live. Making fun of each other, doing stupid stuff.
I know. And Tug started making fun of me. And I was like, why aren't we live right now?
Yeah. I mean, it was just like a live stream.
Gator Beatrice, thanks for becoming a YouTube member. Welcome to the Fox Den. There are free breadsticks in here, I hear. And it's also, it's a little weird. You will get used to it, though. The soreness goes away in a few days. Just Schwartz, thanks for the 2 and the breadstick emojis. Love it. Barbie the Illustrator, thanks for the 2 super chat. Ooh, modern day boogie check. I don't know what that is, but I love it. Paul Dom, thanks for the 5. One night on nights, the Hater channel has Bruce on. They should call it 2 C's and a fraud. Oh my God.
That's painful.
2 C's and a fraud. That's beautiful. Lily Smith, thanks for the 5. YouTube did not give me notice of this show tonight. I'm late because I had to search. And I set it up last night. There was plenty of time for you to get a notice. Yeah, by the way, I should always set up my streams at night. That was so much easier than doing it in the day.
Yeah, but that means you have to pre-plan what you're going to do.
Well, also true. Right. I'm also, yeah, you're right. Dan Davis, thanks. Oh, by the way, Lily, if you want notices, make sure you're signed up on meganfox.locals.com. You don't have to pay. You can follow for free and you'll still get all the notices. And we publish all of my live streams before they go live. Well, tonight I had Brad do it right after we went live because he's a bro and he helped me out because I had a lot going on right before the stream. So he helped me out, but you'll always get notifications from locals. They're really good about it. In fact, they'll give you so many notifications. You'll be like, stop, I'm drowning in notifications. But YouTube is bad at it. Dan Davis, thanks for the 5. If lawyers had recalls like cars, would Deuce be on the list? Have I mentioned how much I love my chat and how funny you are? Please keep the jokes coming because they're hysterical. Ruth Mobley, member for 7 months. Well, thank you for being so loyal. I love loyalty. Tug, do you like loyalty?
No, I hate loyalty. Yeah, of course.
I feel like loyalty is not something people bring up very often as something that is important, but it is.
It is like one of the most important things.
It really is. We've had these conversations, me and you, for a while now about different things, and like, it's amazing how many people are disloyal bitches at some point. Yep. Just a whole lot of disloyal bitches out there. Sticky Widget, thanks for the 2. I have 30 minutes. Talk fast. Wait, squirrel.
That's pretty much it. Yep, that's pretty much how this live stream's been too.
SF, thanks for the 2. This song needs to be the new show intro. It might be. We may have just found it. Maybe we should call the show Pecuniary and then you could never say it.
What show are you on? That one, the P word.
The P word.
People are gonna be like, "Whoa, my God, that sounds like a really bad name."
I have to say though, I think Derailed is making it on my list. I'm putting Derailed on the list. I like it. Ruth Mobley, thanks for the 50. Go get them, both of you. Rock stars unite. We have so much for you tonight. It's going to be epic. Lisa Gibbs, thanks for the 20 breadsticks to make the haters cry. Yeah, I'm going to fill my wine glass tonight with the tears of my haters. Let's go. Drinking all the tears. Let's pour the tears into the glass. Here they come. Ready?
That sounds really unsanitary with some people, though. It doesn't know.
The no show. I thought about that, Jeremy. Jeremy says we should call it the no show.
The no. Would people
The
have
no
to know,
show
or would they
show.
no?
The no show. My God. I love that. I love the no show. It's very funny. It sounds a little dirty, though. I think Tug, he left the stream. He's gone. Ruth Mobley. Oh, we already did that one. Thank you for the 50. So generous. Lisa Gibbs, thanks for the 20. I read that one already. What is wrong with me? Melissa Christensen, thanks for the 2. John Boyd, thanks for the Canadian 2. Love the song. Effing so good. It's flocking good, isn't it, John Boyd? It's really flocking good. Fallen Hero 4567 gifted a Megan Fox membership. Welcome, whoever got that. Welcome to the Fox Den. Get prepared. It's weird here, but you will get used to it. Put some lotion on it. It'll feel better in a few days. Miss Erica S, thanks. Member for 6 months. Love you both. Thanks for all you do. We love you too. All right. What are we doing tonight, Tug?
Oh, we are definitely we're gonna watch something that is amazing. And that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna be introduced to someone that, well, this is gonna have that introduction. Thankfully, I guess I could give a shout out here. I'd like to thank John Cook for actually introducing us to some topic that we wouldn't have thought about looking for otherwise, would we?
No, we wouldn't. I would like to thank John Cook for mentioning Crazy Conni in his deposition. Oh, I just realized we need to make it 5 more super chats down. Night, thanks for the 2. Show title, Full Disclosure. With Tug and Fox. Full disclosure. That is brilliant.
Full disclosure.
Full disclosure. I'm putting it on the list. Where's my notes? It's going on the list. Full disclosure. I love that. Okay, let's see. Who's next? Alan W. gifted 1 Megan Fox membership. Thank you so much. Welcome to the Fox Den, whoever got that. Who else is next? Let's see. Nana Christie became a YouTube member. Welcome to the Fox Den. Maybe, come on, Tug, do the squeal.
I got a Kid Raider.
Oh, Kid Raider. Okay. You get the Minecraft one. Sorry. He's got a kid. Ron Barnard, thanks to the 525 super chats. Professional begging Megan is that good. It's true. Ever since I took my real form as the derailer, it just kicked the stream up a whole other notch. I have now entered my
like
true
that
form.
hasn't been like the case forever. You're just like, yeah, I'm coming out.
I'm coming out now.
Who I really am.
I'm coming out of the closet as the stream derailer. It is who I am. And that's where we're staying. Joan Sclafani, thanks for the 2 for the holy water breadsticks. I appreciate you. And Suzanne 7 Imperial Beach, Cali with the huge hondo. Thank you for more of your government money. Welcome to losing your pea-sized mind, haters. Whoa. What is that new icon? That new audio, not audio, avatar. What the hell? What is that?
It added it in neon, the symbol on a face. Isn't that cool looking?
I kind of love that. That works with the X-Men theme we have going here tonight. What's your superpower? Glowing in the dark?
Co-hosting.
Oh, Suzanne, you can send me any of your government-issued refunds anytime you want to, by the way. Thank you so much for being here. And Lisa Loving Life, thanks for the 5. Pecuniary is a real banger. Love it. I do too. I love it. Scott Roberts says, thanks for the 5. More garlic for the string. I appreciate that. Yes. All right. We will get back to the super chats in a bit. We have so much to do. All right. So you may have seen the, and by the way, those of you who want to support the show and you might not have Google set up or whatever, you can also support on Cash App, which is Not That Megan Fox, or Venmo, or PayPal, and also the locals thing is scrolling across the bottom. Okay. For those of you who might not know, what is Northport? What is Northport, Tug?
It's the past, that is, but it's totally links with the present. That's what I think that's
true.
the best explanation. I think it's the best explanation if you really want to understand like what has happened and you want to understand that this is not a unique situation, that it has happened before, then well, we take a trip back.
Yes. And would you say that we're going back in time?
Yeah, but I feel like it's on repeat. You know what I mean?
Yeah. While we may be going back in time, it's also Groundhog Day.
Exactly.
Now, everybody just get your DeLoreans out. Just, put your gull wing doors open, get your DeLoreans ready, and set the date to 2018. I think we're going back to around 2020 in Northport, Florida. And, I have news for you. I have to go and find another video. This could take a while. Wait a minute. I don't have it queued up, unfortunately.
Oh no.
All right. Videos. All right. And this is
shouldn't be as bad though.
No. This one is a 15-minute video. It's going to take us a while to get through it because we are going to stop and start as it goes. But I will tell you that after we are finished with this video, I will be uploading it to YouTube's and the Rumbles and everything so that you can see it in its entirety as it is. What the heck is wrong? I still haven't found it. What did I do with it? Oh, I know where it is.
It's in that one.
You changed your avatar again.
Yep.
Yeah, I forgot that I did it on my other computer. Hold on. I have to go to the Dropbox now.
Between these and the discount wrapper avatars, it's kind of funny.
God, that one's awesome. I think that one might be my favorite so far. How many of these have you made?
Oh my God, I don't even know. Hundreds, thousands, I have no idea.
Oh my God, they're fantastic.
Yeah, I mean, that's one thing I can say for Grok. Grok has had some downsides with the changes and some upsides,
Yeah, I've noticed you have to just do more detailed descriptions, but when you get it, you get it. Like,
Yeah,
I
once you
love
finally get it.
the derailleur. The derailleur rocks. I love it. The only thing it's missing that it didn't do was put the fox ears on it, but I liked it enough that I didn't care. But it should have put fox ears on it. It just didn't listen to me. Oh shit, I just dropped shit off my desk. Hold on. Stuff is falling. I don't know what's going on. What's going on? Why is this happening? All right, hold on. I still haven't found. Okay, here we are. What did I do with it? Here it is. All right. So, open. No, I guess I have to download it. Oh, no, I don't. Okay, now I know where it is. All right. I'm sorry, you guys. This is a very unprofessional moment, but But you
put together a pretty damn professional video, so
I did. The video is going to be worth it. While I'm screwing around here, Crazy Conni. Here it is. Got it. All right. Is everybody ready? Here we go.
You lived in Northport, Florida before coming to Otter Creek, right?
Can you turn it up?
In Northport.
You and Miss Preston lived in Northport, Florida.
Hold on a second.
Creek, correct?
Did you tell me? Remember when I told you to check the volume?
Do
you remember that?
No, I actually do not.
Oh my God. I said, check the volume on this because I can't tell in my headphones.
It's not bad. I mean, it's not.
If it's good. And because I had to turn it down because it was blowing out my eardrums. But if you're telling me that it's not good, I can fix that. But it's going to take me a minute or two.
No, it's good. It's good. It's good.
Are you sure?
Yes, it'll be fine.
Check your text messages because I was like, check the volume on this and make sure it's good. But then you never said
a flood of text message. Who knows? I can turn.
Oh my God, you've got another one. Look at your avatar. I can't get over this. All right, here we go.
Good,
Did you ever have DCF contact you or Miss Preston while you lived in Northport?
All right, the chat doesn't like it. The chat says it's too hard to hear. So I'm going to fix it. So Tug, while I fix this, What shall we do? Oh, I know. You can read super chats because we're behind. And now you
yeah.
have all the power.
Yeah, which one were you on?
I was on this one. I was on this one, Scott Roberts, at 8:26 p.m.
It's like a marker. Oh, 8:26. Okay, that's actually helpful.
Yeah.
Oh wait,
8:26.
does it put your time zone in my time? Does it
I have
change
no
the time
idea.
zone? Let me check that. That'll be weird.
I have no idea.
It's a weird one.
But it's about halfway down.
Let's see. God, there's a bunch of them right there in that one clump. I was like, hey, this will make it go. Oh, wait, there's like a bunch of them at the exact same time. Lord, there needs to be an easy way to mark these. No, maybe it changed. Yeah. Change the time.
Maybe your time's up. Go to yours that says 7:26.
7:26. I don't see it.
Scott Roberts.
Yeah.
More garlic for string.
Yeah, I'm looking. See, let's see.
It's underneath the. It's 3 underneath the 99.99. That one's easy because it's red. Find the red one.
I think I found it.
Okay.
It's 2 under. Look at this. That's why I can't find anything. It's like it's 3 under. Let's count them. There's the red. 1, 2.
Perfect.
I love it. Like it's 3. Wait a minute. I love it. Okay, Chris.
Okay,
wait, was Scott already red? By the way, did we end on?
Yes.
Okay.
I think. Yes.
Chris, thanks for the 2 there. New show name, Almost Professional with Megan and Tug. Not even close to professional tonight with Megan and Tug. Again, the video is a freaking banger, though. It is. It is very much worth tonight. Babs, thanks for the 10. It's actually fun. I don't care how derailed things get, to be honest. I'm here for this show.
We're here
It's
for the
awesome.
shit show. Sometimes it's a shit show. Sometimes it's not. But tonight we're having technical problems, but that's okay, because all it does is it heightens the excitement, really.
Yeah. Again, this is good anyway, because it proves a lot, a whole lot. I'm excited about this, to be honest. I'm glad people are going to see it. Babs, though, thanks for the 10 there. Not a statement attached, but the statement is in back. And thank you very much. Yorkie Mom, what's up? Thanks for the 5 there. Show names. Thugs in the Fox Den. Or Kits in Under the Umbrella. I like Thugs.
Kits. Wait, say that again.
Kits, K-I-T.
K-I-T-S. Kits under the umbrella. It's cute.
Yeah, in or slash under. Yeah. Dawn,
cute.
Thanks for the 10 there. The haters. Yep, giving them that finger. Breadstick money.
Sticks. Breadstick money.
Cynthia, thanks for those 5 Megan Bucks memberships. What? No, I'm not doing that. 5 before, maybe 10.
There you go.
There we go. IT Goatee, thanks for the 5. We're blaming Jeremy. Finally, I get a break.
Don't worry, Brad. We'll be back to you shortly. Don't worry.
Stand in line. Stand in line.
This will calm down eventually, and it'll be your turn again. Don't worry. No,
BK.
Brad's the best. We love Brad.
Yeah,
Brad
I
is
like
a
Brad.
wonderful
He's a good guy.
addition to the show, and it's so helpful, so wonderful. And by the way, if you haven't subscribed to Brad, IT Goatee Brad, go do that. He's got all your questions answered when it comes to IT problems. And also he cooks things that are healthy and good for you. And he helps you lose weight by taking you on walks. I mean, could it get any better than that? We love Brad.
Fixing that sound, just wondering.
I'm doing it right now. While I'm talking, I'm doing it.
I wonder if you
literally
did.
doing
I
it.
wondered if you shiny squirreled. I do it all the time. I'm
No,
like,
I'm
what was I
doing as
again?
because it doesn't. I have to just click on each frame.
See, I forgot I was reading super chats. I started unpacking a cigar. I was like, wait.
I have to manually redo the volume, and now I'm done. I have to export it, save it to my drive, and then we can play it. So
BK, thanks for the 5 there. More breadstick money to make those haters even more raged. LOL. Indeed, man. Oh, I like the idea of adding the garlic. That's funny. Diane, thanks for the 20 there. It's not a statement attached, but the statement is in the back. Thank you very much for that. Wanda, thanks for the 10. Get madder, haters. We gonna super chat all night long. All night, yeah.
all night long. all night, yeah, all night long.
That's about all that song I know.
All night.
Just one person's opinion.
Dancing in the street. Okay, sorry. It's rendering now. It'll just be a few minutes, folks. We've got more super chats to read. Don't worry.
All I gotta do is download. Wait, it's rendering. Wait, it's got a pixel parse. Wait, we're just making up terms for it.
It is 39% of the way done. Now, shh. Read the super chats.
Just one person's opinion. Thank you for the 20 there. Wow, you guys called that fundraiser for BBB's plane ticket. Enjoy the Brits. You knew that was going to happen. You just knew it had to. I mean, that was so much transparency.
I could show you something actually that was made for me on local. Who made it for me? Somebody sent it to me in my email. It wasn't a locals person, but I laugh so hard. I made it we have a live chat on locals every day, meganfox.locals.com. There's a live chat where I'm in there and the chat's in there and we talk about whatever we're doing today. And anyway, I so much loved this that I made it the live chat image. Check this out. This happened after I said I was good at courtroom predictions. This is so fantastic. Who did this?
It's hilarious.
I get so many emails that I lose. I'm sorry I don't have the name of who did this, but whoever did it, you are my favorite. This is fantastic. So smart, so funny. And I'm pretty good at courtroom predictions. And you know what? Today, David Gingras, the lawyer on the Eckert Owens case, he made a video about me. I have you have to help me decide what should I put in my bio. These are the two things he said about me. One, that I am an untalented YouTuber with a voice like nails on the chalkboard, or less knowledge about law than a child and his dead dog.
I like the second one.
But it's funny that he says that because I have correctly predicted everything that's already happened in Owens v. Eckert.
Yeah, and he, like his predictions never come true. So.
No, his predictions never come true, and mine have all come true. So I'm not sure how I'm the one that's so, untalented and not good at law and all the law things. But I don't know. My courtroom predictions are pretty good. Just saying.
Some of the people like the first one too. I thought the second was funny. Maybe they're both. Maybe you need it all.
Which one?
Or what he said, the first.
Oh, the first
choice.
one.
Yeah.
Yes, an untalented YouTuber with a voice like nails. I told my husband that. He started laughing hysterically, and then I smacked him with a towel because I did not find that funny. That he thought it was so funny.
I had a song I was working on. I could have pulled that up while we were just sitting here for a minute.
Oh yeah, you should.
Let's say it. Fuck it. This is the new one. Let's see how volume wise. I don't want it to be deafening.
Okay.
So there will be music. Okay, I'm just telling people there will be music. It's not that long yet. I don't know if it'll be longer than this later, but here we go. Let's check this out.
Okay. Wait, where is it? You didn't put it on the screen.
Oh man,
you have to put it on the screen.
I forget
my stream is not like yours.
Ad. Man, that's so lame.
It doesn't do auto ad.
As a host, man, I like my stuff going up live. Look at that, man. Megalodonus.
Kind of. And make sure you turn it up loud enough though, because it wasn't loud enough when you played it.
Oh, it's halfway up. I feel like it's loud to my ears. Here we go. Let's check it out.
And we're back.
Is that loud enough for you?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Here we go.
And we're back on the hat rack, baby. Population, army of one. Cruising the whip, striking out satirically, masked up, wrecking your arguments empirically. You got bench slapped, and now it's off to the bed. And the law's not woodwork, so what's up with the pension? It's all free flow, coming down your drive, dropping nuclear mics on my next live, sir. Do you swim? No, not by miles. Fully submerged within all your denials. And where's your records? Where's the transparency? Just how many fools will you grip for free? You recruited clowns, and all by mail might want to save some coins for the big top bail. Does the weather forecast? Oh, the storms are mounting, and you're like Sesame Street without any accounting. You all took aim, but hey, you missed them, cause even hit men can't save your ecosystem. So riddle me this, are you all magicians? Because there's reports of viniums and evidence disappearing, but that can't be right, can it? I mean, surely everyone would know better than to take down information while they're being sued, information they wanted to blindside others with. Surely that's just sleight of hand and not criminality, right? 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 Right?
Ah, right.
Right? Right?
Right.
Right? Right? I love that so much. And guess what? The video's ready.
All right. Right?
Right? All right, here we go. Let's go to... All right. There it is. I named it Final for Real this time. Final for Real. All right. This
For real.
should be better now.
Totally.
This should be
the
better
last
now.
one.
Let me know.
You lived in Northport, Florida before coming to
Is that
Otter Creek,
better?
right?
Yeah.
My life's not important in Northport.
You and Michelle Preston, Miss Preston, lived in Northport, Florida before coming to Otter Creek, correct?
I live in Northport, yep.
Okay. Did you ever have DCF contact you or Miss Preston while you lived in Northport, Florida? Are you talking to somebody?
No, I'm thinking out loud.
Watch his face.
Are you talking to
That's how he
somebody?
thinks out loud.
No, I'm thinking out loud.
I had to back that up and do it again because I missed that the first go around. He is so very clearly talking to someone, like he's not thinking out loud. Like, so again, like this is so very clear that
Just points out
something
that
else.
judge too. You know, the judge let them get away with this stuff.
They let them get away with this kind of crazy stuff. I mean, this is enough already.
Are you talking to somebody?
No, I'm thinking out loud.
Okay.
Was DCF ever over at my Northport house? Yeah, we had to take possession of, or Michelle took possession of her grandchildren.
All right, that's a yes to the question. So do you know someone named Samantha Wilson from Northport, Florida?
Samantha Wilson. Hell no.
Do you know Catherine Wilson in Northport, Florida?
No.
Do you know Connie Bruni in Northport, Florida?
Crazy Conni? Yeah, I do.
Is she a truthful person?
Nope.
She lied to you?
She's so mad at me, I had her thrown off the Republican. She was the top Republican volunteer. And because of her corruption, we caught her and we got her thrown off. She don't
And so
like me.
in
She
retaliation
don't
for that,
like me.
okay, in retaliation for that, she called DCF?
Yep.
Good morning. This is Connie.
Connie, hi, it's Megan Fox. How are you?
I'm okay. Interesting
Yeah.
story.
I've actually been wondering, so do you know what I'm talking about? Are you familiar with these people?
Yes.
Oh, I found you. I can't believe it. This is so great. First off, I just want to say I'm sorry. It sounds like what happened there was not good for you. So, are you?
Actually, it was fine for me. He's telling the story backwards.
Oh, that doesn't surprise me. Well, why don't you just, go ahead and tell me whatever you want to tell me. I just want to listen.
4 years ago, I believe. And it's interesting because I was cleaning out my computer and I came across the cease and desist letter that I actually sent them a cease and desist letter, not vice versa.
Look at
Oh,
that.
All right. Before I was going back and forth about whether we should let it play or just read the thing,
Oh,
but
no, we should
everybody
see
wants
this
to read
right
it.
here first. Oh yeah. So, yeah, I thought this was.
By the way, I just want to say
Quite the
shout out
bullshit.
to Connie. Connie Bruni
Yeah.
is she's a queen. I like her a lot. And I did redact all the information, like her address, his address, all that stuff. Okay. This is the This is the request to cease and desist all defamation, slander, and or libel of character and reputation. This was written on August 30th, 2020 by Connie Bruni to John L. Cook and Lynette Michelle Preston. Now, what's interesting about this is that 2020 is when, Tug? When is 2020? Who wasn't in the picture in 2020?
Oh, yes, of course. There's a certain guy. I don't know. We blame everything on him, but it's going to be kind of hard to blame everything on him, don't you think?
I think so. Because Jeremy Hales was not in the picture. Lynette and John had not ever even met him yet. So it's pretty interesting that there's a cease and desist for all defamation, slander, and or libel of character and reputation. It's almost as if they do this a lot. Mr. Cook and Miss Preston, you are hereby notified to cease and desist any and all further unlawful defamation, slander, and or libel relating to the incident or event which occurred on 7/18/20, in which the following defamation, slander, and or libel occurred. On 7/18/20 and continuing until today, you have each falsely claimed that I attacked a mother and a young child asking for help, a child with a metabolic disorder. In fact, I was aware that you, your spouse, often pled for funding on Facebook and that your need for money might be the reason that John was allowing himself to serve as a paid shill for the Chris Hanks campaign. Now, the Chris Hanks campaign, by the way, Connie was working on the other side of that for the other official. I don't know who was running. I don't know if it was her or somebody else. But Chris Hanks was running for something and John was working for his campaign. And that's how this all started. And I have video evidence of all of this. You each took this factual statement, my opinion, and made the false statement about me attacking a mother and a sick child. I warned you in writing that you were engaging in libel. Gee, that's interesting, Tug. Who else did that? Can we think of anyone?
Yeah, right off the bat, I can think of one certain person. And what I also look at is how many years pass and the same behavior continues.
Oh, yeah. It's interesting because this is how Jeremy Hales began his interaction with them. He sent them a cease and desist.
Yep.
Same thing. Gave them a chance to stop. Okay, so I warned you in writing that you were engaging in libel, and yet you have each persisted in posting your known lies on many, many sites and Facebook pages over a protracted time period.
Where have we seen that before, too? Huh? Many sites and Facebook pages.
It's almost like a pattern of behavior.
It is a Groundhog Day. Bill Murray, where are you?
I would like to point out to any of you out there who have concerns or questions about either the phone call or the documents I'm showing being anything other than journalism, but that's what it is. This is what I do. And for those of you out there complaining that someone, me, is calling around people in Northport, it's a free country. I can call whoever I want. And I can look for witnesses and I can find those witnesses and I will bring this shit forward because that's what I do. I've done it for 20 years.
One of these jackasses, when we had discussions about them stepping too far into some lives, one of these people wrote people that were connected to me that I was like, don't contact. Now, I can't say any of the main people. I don't know who's behind their accounts, but it's fascinating how that was happening. So digging into lives and stuff, I heard people were going to the dark web, right, Megan? So
that's right. And I mean, this isn't even the dark web. I just picked up the phone and called somebody in Northport who had very public interactions with these two. By the way, the public interactions that they had are still on Facebook today. This is called public information that was freely offered by the source to a journalist. This does make their behavior a clear pattern. And after tonight, I don't want to hear anybody saying to me that Jeremy Hales is a problem. Oh, well, his behavior, this or that. I don't want to hear that anymore. Shut your damn mouth if you're going to say that to me. I don't want to hear it.
I also don't want to hear that as far as reports are concerned, they've all initiated from this one man. Like that was the point before John Cook had his depot shut down. That's exactly where that was going. That's the entire point. We talked about that, before. Wonder what was going to be said. Well, here's some answers to who exactly some of these people are. Again, we
That's
never
right.
found out the answers. Now we do. Now we have them.
And shout out to Connie again for standing up to this baloney. She is a force to be reckoned with. Wait till you see the video I found of her. She is a force, this woman, and she's my kind of lady. You'll hear in the interview what she has to say about it. All right, let's see. You have falsely claimed I already did that. Facebook. Okay, you are jointly and separately hereby requested to immediately cease and desist the illegal defamation, slander, and or libel within 7 calendar days. Return the signed assurance below, affirming that you will each refrain from any further acts of said defamation, slander, and or libel with regards to my character and or reputation. U.S. postmark will be used in determining legal date of return and signed document. Do I have a child raider? What do you need?
I just need to use.
Well, close the door then.
Oh, wait. Am I okay? Do I not?
Close the door. Thank you.
That's what I was telling. I was like, little one, you can't be. This is not something for you today. Go.
Well, it's creepy because my room is really dark right now. And I heard the door open, but I didn't see anyone. So I thought maybe he turned around and left. No. He crawled past me, I think, to get into the bathroom. Like he thought the camera was on. And he crawled, but it's super dark in here. And he crawled past me. And then I saw him in the back. I was like, what are you doing? Anyway, he's just getting ready for bed. Okay, are you ready? Are you going to bed now?
No, I'm just leaving.
Okay. The camera's off. You can get up. Good night. Goodbye.
I can't.
To your bed. Yeah, he's not feeling good. We had a poor thing I had to get him on. Anyway, it's a whole story. But he's had a horrible cough. He's got that thing that everybody has right now that is taking forever to heal. And it's like turning into pneumonia and stuff. So I had to go to the doctor yesterday. We got him antibiotics. So hopefully he will be better soon. All right. U.S. postmark will be used to determine legal date of return of the signed document. Failure to comply with this cease and desist request and or return the signed assurance within the stipulated time will leave me no other alternative but to pursue any and all available legal and equitable remedies available to protect my character and or reputation. Cordially, Connie Bruni. Crazy Connie. By the way, not so crazy, is she?
Yeah, not so crazy, Connie. That's exactly
Not so crazy,
it.
Connie. Not so crazy, Connie. What are your initial thoughts on this, Tug? What were you thinking when I showed it to you the first time?
I thought, damn, wow. First, I thought, wow. And when I was reading through it, first the cease and desist by itself, I thought, wow. Then when I read through and it mirrored everything that we've been hearing about, I thought,
everything.
Whoa.
Wait till we get to the Facebook posts. You won't freaking believe it.
I know. It's this whole video, like I said, it is a banger. It is an absolute freaking banger.
And after this stream, I will be uploading it in its entirety to my YouTube and Rumble pages. Those of you watching on X, you'll have to go subscribe to YouTube or Rumble, and so that you can see this later. But it will be available, and I'm giving a blanket permission to anyone who wants to use this video in their streams, except the hater channels. They are not allowed to use it, and they know who they are. They are not allowed to use it. If they use it, they're going to be in serious trouble. By the way, the people who I'm giving permission to are people like Shizzy Wisnut and or Jeremy Hales. If he would like to use it, he may. Veteran Nation, if he would like to use it, he may. However, you're going to need to ask my permission to use it. That's what I'm saying right now, because we have a bunch of copyright cucks over there who are right now plotting and planning to strike channels, and they said it last night, for using their content. So hear me now. You will ask my permission to use this. And if you don't...
I talked to my YouTube partner, and I talked to the MCN about that after the threats for 3 striking, and that is definitely that is a way to get their channel killed, because there has been nothing of any length. First of all, I mean, everything would have fallen under fair use no matter what. But I mean, they've been not only clips, but they're clips that have been they've been aimed at either other channels or ourselves. Again, it is the definition of fair use. So
Yep,
yeah,
I'm just
play that
saying it
game.
now. If you want to use this, I'm going to give out permission if you ask me. But if you're somebody who is a copyright cuck, I'm going to say no. All right. So now let's continue with my interview with Connie Bruni. Oh, really?
Yes.
Is that something you'd be willing to share with me?
I got to find it again. I don't see why not. I mean, I sent it. It is what it is, and I did send it. Do they still have their child?
Yes. And
Yeah.
it's not good. Do you know what
Okay.
happened to them after they left Northport? Do you know about where they're at?
I do
and
not.
what's going-
No,
Do
I
you-
don't know anything.
Well, do you think it's interesting that the first thing she asked me was if they still had the child?
Yeah, that's crazy, right from go.
Right from go. Very first thing. And we'll get more into that later, but that was the very first thing she wanted to know. And I want from now forevermore for Jeremy Hales to be commended for his concern for the way the child is being raised and who is in charge of her, and the circumstances surrounding her, because he is not the only one. You're going to find out that he is not the only one. I'm not the only one. Tug's not the only one. All the people who have been saying, hey, Veteran Nation, he's not the only one who's been saying, you know what? There's a lot of red flags here. A lot of fucking red flags. Red flags everywhere we look. We are not the only ones. And you know what else? I'd like to send a shout out to all those people in the Ruby Frankie case who were YouTube fans, who watched the Ruby Frankie channel, who called, and don't call anybody. I'm talking specifically about these people here. I feel like they were vindicated when Ruby Frankie was brought before a judge for child abuse. And I'm seeing the same thing happen again. All these people who have seen these two and the way they behave and the child that they have in their power have all seen red flags. And we have all been told, if you see something, you should say something. And everyone here has done that. And we just are forced to sit and watch. Let me fill you in a little bit. I'm going to give you a rabbit hole to go down. So there is a YouTube channel, a very large YouTube channel called What the Hales. And it's run by a man named Jeremy Hales with his girlfriend, George. And they are treasure hunters and they buy storage units. And he's very successful on YouTube. They have like 700,000 subscribers. He does a lot of philanthropy. He does a lot of giveaways. At Christmas, he moved to Otter Creek, Florida. And that's in Levy County. And apparently his take on it is Lynette was a super fan of his. She found out that they moved to Otter Creek, and then she stalked them there. She found a piece of property right across the street from where his property is. And she and John packed up from Northport and moved there and started trying to grift on his.
Oh, surprise, surprise.
Mm-hmm. And he's suing her now. It's a huge deal. They're in federal court and she's sued him back in state court. A couple of lawsuits. It's crazy. There's three ongoing lawsuits.
This is always was my fear when they were here, and I think that's really why they left.
Really,
they were getting exposed. Yes,
because they were getting exposed. And what did we find out in the deposition? We found out in the deposition that how were they getting exposed, Tug? What was it that Randy was asking John about in that conversation?
Well, we knew where that was going. It was going towards certain reports that that they've always blamed on one person, always. And again, the whole point to where that was going before it was shut down illegally, I would say as well. Yeah, Jeremy Hales is responsible again, unless Jeremy Hales has a time machine or he has the force.
Right.
I mean, oh.
Is
4
he
years
quantum
of
leaping?
planning.
Yeah.
Quantum
What is
leap.
so I would like everyone who has ever thought that Jeremy Hales said, like, did he know that these people just happened to move across from him who had all these problems that he could turn into a grift, like he could turn into a show? Come on.
Idea is so dumb.
It's so dumb. When you have an entire community of people, Connie Burney just told you that she believed that they picked up and left because they were being exposed. People were calling CPS. They picked up and they moved.
Maybe that's not dumb. Maybe that's another word I should use. Maybe calling what's happened to his life and all of this stuff a fake reality script. It's another D word, defamation.
Oh, yeah.
You know, because they're saying, oh, this material, you know, it's all this statement of facts, baby. Statement of facts.
And the people who have aligned themselves behind these two, saying that they're good-hearted, good people, and all that. I don't know anything about their inside of their hearts, but I do know this: it is not a crime for the communities, and people in communities to raise alarms when they see red flags. And this has absolutely happened in Northport. Mama Sari, she says, I'm in Northport. What's going on here? Well, Mama Sari, have you ever heard of John Cook and Lynette Preston? You might want to ask around in your Northport community Facebook pages because apparently they're pretty notorious in Northport. They made a lot of enemies in Northport. I have talked to more than just Connie, by the way. And her story has been corroborated by others who don't necessarily want to be named right now. But everything I talk to these other people is corroborated what Connie has said. And that we have plenty of evidence here. Plenty. So it's not unreasonable for Jeremy or George or Deanna or anybody else in Otter Creek to have concerns about the way the child is being kept in a shed, not going to school, isolated from friends, isolated from other children. It is not unreasonable because guess what? The Northport community had the same exact problems. So
yeah, they were using the child to raise money.
Whoa! Wait, what? I'm sorry. We're gonna go back here. Let me just back that up. Let's back it up. Back it up.
Back that thing up.
Back it up.
And I think that's really why they left.
Really?
Because they were getting exposed. Yes.
So
yeah. They were using the child to raise money. Everybody was supposed to feel sorry because they had this special needs child that they adopted. It's not their child. Facebook page called Northport City Concerns, and they were on there a lot. And that's where I think Stephanie felt.
All right. Oh, shit. Hold on. Our treasure. Here we go. I hit the wrong and that's in Levy County. It's a street from where his property is. And she... Hold on. I hit the wrong thing.
Realized what was happening. I was on the outside of it, and I never understood what was going on other than I said something on some channel, probably on a Facebook post, and the next thing you know, this Lynette and John were defaming me and absolutely said that I said something about their child, and it was 100% false.
Wow.
It was 100%. So I did send them a cease and desist letter. And that's right when they were apparently on their way out of the community. I didn't know that. I certainly didn't know them. I don't think I ever met Lynette face-to-face, but I certainly did see John face-to-face. It was during an election, a primary election in 2020. And he and others, there might even be pictures if I could find them. They're drunks. John is for sure. I mean, I'm talking, we would get to the voting place at 5:45 in the morning to set up a tent, and they had a rival tent, which is fine. That's free speech. It's perfectly allowed. But these guys would be drunk at 5:45 in the morning.
Yeah. And then there was actual evidence to back this up, because there was a news report. After campaign signs are removed, tempers flare at early voting site in Northport. So in this video that's about to play, John Cook is at the scene. You do not see him on the camera, but Connie told me that the cook she's referring to in the Facebook post that happened after this is John Cook, that he was there. This was that campaign with Chris, whatever his name was, that John was working for. And they stole some signs from her car. They vandalized her car, is what her story is. And we know for a fact that Lynette has said that John has a drinking problem, right? Whether he's in recovery now or whatever, it doesn't matter. This is something that we know has been a narrative that Lynette has reported to police and others. And what's very concerning to us, and a very big red flag, is that this drinking problem was happening in a place where there are firearms that are not locked up, as we've seen in the police videos and photographs, near a child, a 4-year-old child. So now we have more corroboration to the out of control nature of what's going on in this situation. We keep listening to Connie. Lynette
And
has said,
belligerent and yelling and, just nasty. Nasty.
And if I was like this, I would take yeah, but this so isn't worth it. This so isn't worth it.
Connie's in the red.
This is worth it. None of this is worth it at all. None of this is worth it, you guys. Seriously. FYI, when I showed up, I was told by Joe that the county came and asked him to take the sign from, or towed the car. Those were the two things that he asked him to do. He decided to take the signs down to protect your property.
So Joe Justice made this decision.
No, the county. You're not listening. Okay? You have to here. Mathematically, you got 2 and 1. Use them proportional. Shut up. I'm talking. Hold on, you guys. Wait. I said shush. I'm talking.
Stop.
You guys, stop. Shush. Stop. You guys.
quality guy to tell a woman to shut up, as she was just standing there saying, "I'm listening."
They would
I'm
scream
listening.
abuse at her. Isn't this fascinating too? Here's yet another ordeal about signs.
Yeah, more signs. Signs
everywhere. So
everywhere.
that's exactly
Signs.
what I thought.
And by the way, wait for this next moment, because this made me love Connie so much, because this is a really scary situation to be in. She's a woman. She's being confronted by these, what she says are drunk men screaming at her. And it's true. You can see what's happening. No, that is not John. I don't know who she's talking to, but the guy behind the camera is the candidate that John worked for. And she says John was there on site. He was a part of this. That's what her testimony is, that John was there. And this is what started this Crazy Conni thing that he did. It was all about a political race. But now what Connie does next makes me love her.
Listen. Hello, you guys have voters standing here watching you right now. Could we stop?
I will take my life first, Chris.
Hello?
Neither you nor anyone else will ever take my voice. You will take my life first. I wonder if she had any idea that John Cook, one of these men she was talking to, would then be implicated later on in a hired hitman scandal when she said that. Think about that.
That's creepy, is what it is, actually. When
You
you're out.
never know who you're talking to.
Yep.
Yeah, you can hear his voice. Rose is right.
Yep.
Rose says you can hear his voice. You can. We know what his voice sounds like. You can hear it in the background. If you can't hear her, I'm sorry. This is a different video from somewhere else. Just put headphones in and it helps. It doesn't really matter in this particular video what's being said, because it's just
establishment for what's
they're shouting about the signs, and we're establishing that Connie was where she said she was. He did work for this other candidate, John Cook, and this is what started. This was before the cease and desist happened. And yes, Angel, I heard it too. I heard it very clearly. You can hear Crook's voice in there. Yeah.
Yeah, you hear it if you have headphones on, especially. If you don't hear it in this, like go back later on or in repost. If you really, I'm probably going to inch through all of this stuff again.
Yeah. Allie says she sounds nice. She's super nice. I mean, and also really courageous. Let me tell you something. Connie Bruni, I don't know what she's running for or if she's up for election or whatever. But if I were in Northport, I would vote for this woman. She has a spine of steel. She is not scared of anything. She's a force, this woman. So I just love her. Crazy Connie my ass. Wait till you hear her talk about that nickname too. It's so funny.
We stop? You guys!
Lynette has said that John has a drinking problem. She said it over and over again. So
multiple people have said that, in fact. So it's not just.
Yeah, multiple people have said it. Lynette said it herself. And again, no one is, I hope he gets help for it. Like lots of people have drinking problems, but this is a red flag problem with a little girl on that property. A little girl they adopted from other drug addicts and people with addiction problems. So tell me, how did they adopt a little girl from an addicted mother and father into another addicted household? Someone please tell me how that works. Someone please tell me how the state of Florida thinks that's a good idea.
By the way, let's go with disclaimer. Do not contact anyone that we discuss or any agent. We are not telling you to do that at all because of litigious assholes. I want to make that clear. That should be clear anyway, but we are making that clear.
I can play the disclaimer. Hold on. Let's do that. Let's play the disclaimer just in case you didn't understand.
Though you may be tempted, do not contact any person or persons mentioned on this stream. Do not even think about contacting anyone who may be a topic of the daily news. If you should do that, the host...
Oh no. Why did it stop working? My disclaimer
your IQ,
died.
Possibly call you names and mock you for disobeying these basic rules of decency. This disclaimer does not apply to any government official, elected public person who answers to you, the people. Feel free to contact any of them at any time for any reason and use all the cursy words you prefer. The Supreme Court says you can bully the government, but don't even think about doing it to anyone else. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, the disclaimer has been added.
By the way, there are 5,100 people watching on YouTube. Combined, there are over 6,000. There are 6,280 people today. Welcome all of you folks.
That might be a record.
Yes, right now it is. It is that's awesome here. Like that, they just keep getting bigger. I mean, I feel like we're just scratching the surface on certain points. Every time I think we have a firm grasp on everything that has happened with this, and we can go back to a certain time point and say this is where we need to focus forward. Nope, something like that. And again, props on this because the Crazy Conni thing came up and we did discuss that. We were like, wonder who these people are, but props on getting this because it establishes so much and it refutes a lot of things that they've said. And I'm sure it brings to light a lot of things that they thought would never be brought up by Jeremy Hales. He would never be able to get his hands on this.
Well, it's interesting because if you had this kind of volatile relationship with your neighbors in Northport, did you really think it wasn't going to come up? Really?
It's the same stuff too. I mean, it's not just volatility. Again, reading that cease and desist, it sounds like the same pattern of behavior. It's just like it's on repeat. It's relocate, repeat. That's what it looks like.
Exactly. And it's interesting that when the heat gets too hot, they pick up and move. They go somewhere else. Who else told us that? Oh, I remember. Samantha. Remember Samantha?
Yep. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Tug and I, if you haven't seen this, that was on your channel, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Tug and I on his channel had an interview. It was an impromptu interview we weren't counting on. We actually were going over some court documents that we had about a previous case where Lynette had a child removed from her custody by CPS in Idaho, a different state. And while we were on that stream discussing it, the court documents, her stepdaughter, Samantha, who was the person mentioned as a child, who is not a child anymore, but was mentioned as a child in the court documents, she wanted to come on the stream. And we ended up talking to her.
Yeah, and I mean, there was evidence of just how nasty and vitriolic stuff was. I mean, remember the live streams where she tried to, you could go and check these live streams out. She'd start talking about something, and then you'd have, according to her, and you could see the accounts on that, you'd have Lynette pop in and start basically harassing her live. It's fucking wild to watch.
Sorry, I said Idaho. It was Iowa.
Idaho, no, Idaho.
Idaho. Whatever. Iowa, Idaho. Is there really that big of a difference?
Yeah, I messed that one up a lot, to be honest. And,
yeah, I knew it was a state that started with I. I'm
like,
medium
Iowa?
smart. That's my
Iowa,
medium smart.
Idaho?
Ida what? Yeah, okay. I guess, I thought it was Idaho for obvious reasons. Okay, let's get back to the super chats.
I got a vacuum sitting over behind me, and I turned enough to see it out of my peripheral vision. It scared the hell out of me because it's just tall enough to be a person. I was like, holy shit, what is that?
No. I just looked at the YouTube studio, and I'm sorry, but the revenue, the numbers are showing 666. I can't have that. Someone send 99 cents right now. 99 cents. Hurry up, because that's the devil's number and no one needs that. That gives me a bad feeling inside. Let's see. Get mad, haters, says Wanda Perez. We gonna super chat all night long. Did you
how
read
much
that
time
one?
too do you think like putting this together, getting interviews, cutting everything? How many hours do you think you spent? Because you spent quite a bit of time.
A whole week.
Yeah. So I mean, when people look at this, this probably has a good, I'd say at least 40 hours of time, because I mean you had to cut
At least,
recut,
I couldn't stream that week either. If you guys remember, I was like, I'm sorry, I couldn't stream. I was on the phone all day.
Yep.
And then the editing and all the things that come with it is a problem.
See, I just want to give that props because, when this stuff comes together, it's not, there are people out there that are like, oh man, this is simple content, no, when you're out there finding people, making sure you got to fact check things. Again, one of the reasons that there are so many receipts that are added to like the way the video is set up is to make sure, again, you're not going out and making a claim. You're showcasing receipts, and yeah, you're letting people make up their minds on it.
Absolutely. I have my opinions, though.
Mm-hmm. You're allowed to. You're allowed to draw inference. That's one thing some people I don't think seem to understand. You can draw inference from something. A plus B equals C. You just can't randomly out of the blue, go out and.
There's a lot of evidence here to show a pattern of behavior, which is what we are seeing. And it makes Jeremy's claims credible, period. BK, thanks for the 5 more breadstick money to make those haters even more raged. Thank you. And Diane Wright, thanks for the 20. Appreciate you. Wanda, get mad, haters. We gonna super chat all night long. Thank you, Wanda. Just one person's opinion. Thanks for the 20. Wow, you guys called that fundraiser for BBB's plane ticket. Enjoy the breadsticks. Well, frankly, I hope he does show up. I want him to get there.
I want him to be there.
I want him to be there. And if there's an audience of people who want him to be there and think he's winning, more power to you. Okay, you just spend that money and you get him to Pensacola, because frankly, that's what we need. We need Bruce in Pensacola, because that judge ain't going to put up with any of his shit. I'm telling you right now. He thinks that he's going to, but I don't think so. It's not going to go well for him.
Yeah, somebody was noting Jeremy's prior lawyer. They were like, when you look at one of Jeremy's lawyers, he was removed because Lynette claimed that, he did this, that, or the other, and they were like, well, what about Bubbles? And I was like, what about Bubbles? I mean, they think about it this way. When people think that idea, would you want Bubbles removed? Because I certainly wouldn't. I would want Bubbles right where he's at, or I would want him tied in as part of that conspiracy. One or the other.
I want him as a defendant, to tell you the truth. I think that's
if I
where
can't
he
have him as a
belongs.
defendant, I want him as a lawyer. But I don't want him removed over some bullshit. I mean, even if he's 100% guilty, I don't want him removed over.
No, and I
something
think
like that.
it's we don't know what's going to happen. We have to wait for the judge to make a ruling. The judge has not made a ruling on whether or not to pull him in as a defendant. And we'll wait and see. Frankly, I think he deserves to be a defendant based on the emails we've seen. And I don't know how anybody sees it any other way, frankly. Okay, Cynthia Barnes, thanks for the 10. Here's some breadsticks. Make the haters, I think she meant mad, but she said bad. Either way, they're mad and bad. So that works. Cindy Brown, thanks for the 2 super chats. Oops, I did it again. That kind of goes with my avatar. I think it looks like a Britney in the future with red hair. That works.
I should have been making glowing masks, that umbrella guy. I'm glad you said that.
Oh my God, my daughter, my oldest, my 18-year-old, she's blonde. She has my color hair. Like she's a dark blonde. They call it dishwater blonde, which I always hated because that always made me think it. Are you saying my hair looks dirty? Like dirty blonde? Who says that? Like, why would you tell someone that their hair is dirty blonde? Or dishwater blonde. That's gross. Dishwater's gross. So I hate
I've never heard people call it that much. A dirty blonde I've heard a lot. But
well, dirty, even so, dirty blonde sounds terrible, right? So I always hated my hair color. And it was dirty blonde for sure. Like it was a dark blonde. It's not brown. It's not blonde. It's in between. Well, my daughter has the exact same color. And today she dyed her hair for the first time. And actually it's the color of my avatar. It's an auburn. She went auburn. It's very beautiful on her, but I tried to tell her, I was like, darling, I tried for years to get back to my natural color after I dyed it. And it took me till I was 40 to get it. And now I'm back to my natural color, except now I'm covering grays. But, oh man, I'm going to miss it. It was so pretty. Oh, look at all the dishwater blondes in the chat. Look at all the dirty blondes. Dirty blonde was my type.
I love that with women though. Like women are like, yeah, I'm right back to my natural. Well, except for the gray.
Except for the grays. I cover those fuckers. Those motherfuckers. You know what I think about those motherfuckers?
If you ran your mouth like that in real life to me, I will beat you with a fucking hammer.
I will beat my grays with a motherfucking hammer. I will beat them into submission. I hate grays. I hate them. I am way too young looking for gray hair. Look, the chat agrees. Everyone in the chat is giving hearts and 100% to that.
Mm-hmm. I mean, that's a woman that I love it though. Like I don't, as a man, I don't have to care. Like no one
must be nice.
To care. Yep.
Must be nice. Shut the fuck up.
Nice.
Shut the fuck up. No one wants to hear that. Are you growing your beard for your beard care stream? Because that's coming up, I hear.
I'll just say yes, and that way you wouldn't know the difference. I have a mane as long as
Get on Grok right now and make your umbrella guy with a beard. You need to do that.
I've got to find a good one, actually. I was making Santa Clauses. When I went out with the kids one day, we were goofing off. I was trying to make Santa the umbrella guys, and they kept adding beards under it. And my daughter was like, those look like serial killers, Dad. I was like, well, first, why do you even know what that is? Second of all, it did. It was creepy. I was like, man, these really look creepy. You take Santa, slap an umbrella symbol on his face. Oh, man, it got really creepy. I liked it.
Those of you in the chat who went from blonde or dirty blonde to silver fox, I appreciate you. I can't do it yet because my gray comes in streaks. It's not all over, so I can't just let it go. And it's really annoying. I wish I could, but it doesn't work that way. So now I'm stuck. But that's okay. I still feel like I'm too young to be totally silver all over. I'm only 48. I can still have normal color hair, can't I? Eventually I'll go all gray.
There is nothing wrong with wanting to look a certain way. It's great. What makes you happy when you look in the mirror and you're like, yes, that's good. And your hair looks fabulous, by the way. There you go.
And you know how I feel about my hair, chat. You know how I feel about my hair.
I know.
And
Let's take a break and tell Megan how fabulous her girlfriend. Your hair is so great. Yeah.
this
No,
would
it
be
does.
your
It's great.
midstream.
There you
This
go.
is your midstream moment to tell me how good my hair looks. Look at it. Look at it waving in the breeze. Look at
Midstream.
those curls.
Midstream. I
Damn.
love it.
Let's take a moment to appreciate my hair, Megan's hair. This stream is also often about hair and the waves and the curls and the curl patterns and how to keep those, from getting
You know, it's
crushed at
funny.
night.
When I look at our different avatar types, like, you're like, yeah, look at mine. Mine are like, let me see.
Don't look at me.
Mine,
Yours
this
are
is,
like, I
well,
am
mine
anonymous.
mine are goofy as shit. Like, look at this.
Wait. Mine are goofy as shit too. Hold on. Don't
Check
even
this out, though.
try.
Yeah,
Look
but look
at how
at this.
Look at how
Fucking mess
goofy
with-
oh my God, that's funny.
Yeah, look. I've been making like rappers. I was like, let's make a, check it out.
Don't try to say that you're not goofy like me. Look at this one.
Give me a second, I get her back.
Where were we? Here we
I
are.
love this one. Look at that, man. Look at that. That's amazing.
Ooh, that's like the Pope. It's like
Yeah, I
Tug the
like it.
Pope.
That's pretty
Pope
awesome.
Tug.
Yep.
I like
I actually
Pope Tug.
I liked how they put the rings with the necklace. You know? It was
Yeah,
like,
it's
man,
all
that's,
in a line.
yeah.
It's all in a line.
See, this is what I've been doing. You're like, oh, what are you doing?
What do you do? What have you been doing? Didn't I ask you to do shit in the drive? And look what you've been doing.
Yeah, this is what I was. This is actually what I was doing that night. So I was like, I listened to it. I got as far as the, hey, listen to this. I was like, cool. Actually, this is great. But the volume thing, sure.
This is
I
one of
did
my,
that.
yeah,
Megan.
you didn't even look at the volume. You screwed that up. It's all your fault.
Yep.
This is one of my favorite avatars that we've ever made. And I will keep this for fucking ever. Forever.
I actually love a bunch of the breadstick.
The cockroaches searching for breadstick money under the refrigerator. By the way, breadstick money, y'all, it's a thing. We are just humble little cockroaches crawling around on the bottom of the kitchen floor, going under the refrigerator looking for crumbs, looking for breadsticks. Not even a whole breadstick, just like a piece of a breadstick.
I haven't watched the video where Gingras actually said all of that stuff.
Oh my God, it's funny. It's really fun.
I want to back him, but like those kind of barbs, that's okay. It's better than the other stupid bullshit that we see half the time. Too bad he throws fits if anybody actually wants to showcase what he says and respond.
Yeah, so the thing is we can't even cover his videos because if we do, he's a copyright cuck. So he will copyright it. So we can't even give him the notoriety that he wants on YouTube to build his channel.
Yeah, that's
so,
what he got an
fuck
argument.
him.
He got an argument with me like one day, and I was trying to explain that to him. I was like, well, YouTube, how does it work? It works word of mouth. And for him, he had it. He had it all. Man, everybody was talking about him. I kept saying he's going to strike people. As Mega there, I was like, dude, he's gonna turn and he's gonna turn.
Well,
fast.
that's why I asked him for permission.
Yeah. She
and
was
he
like,
gave it to me.
We talked about.
So he can't strike me because he gave it to me.
But it was funny because I was like, he's gonna turn really fast. And Megan was like, surely he's not that dumb. I was
And
like,
then he did.
Really?
And now he may be sued for defamation by that podcast studio. I know we're getting off topic. I know. But there are two lawyers that we are dealing with in two separate cases.
It's like a battle for the bottom. That's what we should
who's
call it,
going to win?
Battle for the bottom. Yeah.
Who's going to
like
win? You can't even believe.
Dive in.
We need to do a Owens v. Eckerd catch-up stream soon, Tug. Me and you. We do.
We should. We will.
We need to do that soon. And by the way, I hit 50,000 subscribers the other night.
Mm-hmm.
And it's amazing to look at the numbers on YouTube because it's like it opened up a floodgate because I'm almost at 51,000 now. It's like 5,700 something.
Yeah.
And I couldn't get any growth before 50. And now it's just like it's up and up and up and up now. So thank you so much, those of you who subscribed and who got me past that hurdle, because YouTube makes it very difficult. And I know you want us to get back to Connie. I know you do. And we will, because we're only halfway through the interview. But I do need to I do need to hit some of these super chats so that we're not overwhelmed at the end of the show. So let's do that.
I'll be right back in just a second. Okay.
Okay.
So
take a break.
anyway. Right.
Yep. Okay, let's see. Where are we at? We got that. Cynthia Barnes, thanks for the 10. Here's some breadsticks. Make haters mad. Cindy Brown, super chats. Oops, I did it. Linda Early, thanks for the 20. Super sticker. Appreciate you. Nikki Lynn, thanks for the 20. The haters can't even get 15 super chats in 5 hours. Look how many you get before you even start. Flock off, haters. Aha. Well, and they're gonna say that it's because of Jeremy Hales and Jeremy Hales's audience. And I say, if it is because of Jeremy Hales' audience, I want to say a very special thank you to Jeremy Hales' audience for supporting him and for being a support to him going through this terrible time. We've shown you evidence. I didn't know Jeremy before this. His story caught my eye. I looked into it. If I had found that Jeremy had done anything wrong, I would be reporting that, but I didn't find that. That isn't what I found. And anybody telling you that they have all this information, that Jeremy is this or that, tell them to drop the evidence. Like, drop the evidence. And if their evidence is one video of a man upset with another man who almost gets into a fight with that man, I say, have you never met a man ever in your life? Because I have a man in my life, and he's not only almost been in fights, but he's been in a lot of fights. Actual bloody, pound you in the face, break noses kind of fights. And that doesn't bother me. And because I know that happens sometimes. I mean, women are different than men. Men get into fights. And if a man restrains himself and doesn't get into a fight, but has some words, it's like Johnny Depp kicking the cabinets. What are you mad about? He kicked some cabinets. I don't give a shit. He didn't hurt you. He didn't hurt Amber. He kicked some cabinets and broke some shit. That's what dudes do when they're mad. And when men get mad at each other, sometimes they do the chest bumping thing, and like, yeah. It didn't strike me as weird at all. It was like, well, I actually thought, well, I was just thinking that, like, remember when Johnny Depp kicked the cabinets?
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Well, she tried to make a big deal about that. Like, he was punching cabinets and breaking dishes and shit. Like, well, he didn't hit her. So I was just saying, like, anybody who tells me that, like, Jeremy's a bad guy because he almost got into a fight with someone that he has a problem with, I don't get it. Chest bumping, like, I'm going to kick your ass. Come on, let's go. Like, that doesn't bother me. So that's the only evidence anybody's ever shown me that Jeremy is a bad guy. And I'm like, well, my husband's been in those situations before, and I don't think he's a bad guy. He's been in actual fist fights, broken noses, blood on the floor fights, and he's not a bad guy. So
I've been fights, man, before. But I mean,
how many fights have you been in, Doug? Several fights?
Enough. Yes.
Have you broken multiple noses?
I've had a colorful time in my
my husband
life.
used to be in Golden Gloves, and he's broken his fair share of noses, and a couple in front of me, because he was defending me. And you know what? He was right. Sometimes it happens.
Well, beyond that, though, when people bring this stuff up, it's like they want to conflate one thing with another. So if we're going to talk about patterns of behavior, that's what they're going to say. Oh, well, this is indicative of behavior. Okay, well, let's see. Has he done that with anyone else that we've seen? No. But if we're talking about patterns of behavior, that video we were looking at and the criminal past of some people we're talking about, plus everything that's said to police and more. Yeah, we're not supposed to talk or look at any of that stuff. It's just kind of bizarre. Jeremy's their boogeyman, no matter what, And here, I remember with Johnny Depp, this is a huge point in this stuff too. There were people, because he had made a statement about Donald Trump. And there were people that were like, I don't care what happens to him because he made this statement. I was like, look, dudes, it doesn't matter. You don't have to like a guy. But when you look at what happens in a case, that all that other stuff is irrelevant. Like I said, you can dislike him. I dislike most of Hollywood. But that doesn't mean that this stuff isn't, number one, true. And number two, it isn't important, because it is important.
It's very important. It's very important. I'm tired of Jeremy being demonized because he had a moment where he was angry with someone. That's the only evidence they've dropped that is like, oh, look at what a bad guy he is. Because he lost his temper and he didn't even lose his temper because he didn't punch anybody. There were no punches thrown. Let me just tell you, I have watched my husband defend his friend who got hit in the neck with a broken beer bottle, sliced his throat. I watched my husband take out 5-6 guys in front of me. 5-6 guys at the same time. And sometimes it happens and you have to do it. And by the way, don't fuck with my husband. Like, he'll kill you. He's no joke. Like, and that's the way men are. Like, that's the way good men are. I mean, good men will defend you. Good men throw fists, throw hands when they need to. I didn't see Jeremy even doing that. I didn't even see him doing. Who cares if he was right or wrong? I don't even care. I don't even care if he had a temper, if he had a problem, like they had some kind of beef. I don't even want to know what it was. He didn't do anything. He yelled at a guy, got in his face. Who cares? Which man do you know out there who's never done that? That has nothing to do with him being stalked, defamed, harassed. It has nothing to do with any of those things. Or maybe it did. Maybe it did have something to do with it. Maybe that guy was taking part in it. Oh, wait. He sits on those channels too, doesn't he? Yeah. Yeah, he fucking does. That's right. He sits on those channels too, and he defames and he lies. And this is a man who Jeremy helped. He helped him build a channel, helped him get internet famous. Everybody Jeremy helps turns on him. I joke with Jeremy sometimes and I'm like, well, careful, I'm going to join the hate channels. Like, that would never happen, first of all, because I'm not an asshole. But like everyone why is it that everyone that like he does a favor for, it turns on him? It sucks. All right, where am I? Cindy Brown. Thanks for the 2. Oops, again. Oops, I did it again. Nurse TT, thanks for the 10. Trolling the haters with a 10 spot. Haters gonna hate. Haters gonna hate. Super chat. I love it. Mud Dog, thanks for the 2. Diane Chase, thanks for the 2. Garlic breadsticks. Licorice breadsticks? Licorice bread. I don't know what I think about that. My daughter loves licorice, though. She'd probably be into it. Lily Smith, thanks for the 5. I'm a member here. Locals and Rumble. Didn't get the notice from Locals till 8:20. Yeah, that's because that's when I told Brad to do it. I told you tonight. It was a little bit after the show started because I had a very busy evening leading up to the show, and I didn't do it. And I asked Brad to do it. Blame Brad. It's his fault. But it's actually not his fault. I told him 20 minutes after. Carol Bauman, thanks for the 4 super sticker. Appreciate you. Patrick W. Will you be done by midnight? Yes, we will be. We only have 7 minutes left to go on the
Will you
video.
be done by midnight? Never.
We better be, or Tug's gonna just
5
leave.
hours.
Diane Chase, thanks for the 2. Garlic bread and sticks, not licorice. Wait. Garlic breadsticks, not licorice. You mean it wrote licorice when you said garlic breadsticks? That's funny.
That's funny.
That's a bad typo, man. But I was like, licorice breadsticks? Well, maybe. Angie, member for a month. Why not name the show I Know a Secret? Allie S., thanks for the 2. Sending a crampon rage token.
Rage tokens. That's hilarious.
A crampon rage token. How many crampon rage tokens do we need? Oh my God, that's funny. Crampon rage tokens. Oh no, Brad has long COVID. I just found out that Brad has long COVID. That's terrible, Brad. Brad, I'm so sorry. He's gonna do my voiceovers for me for my disclaimers so that they don't stop in the middle of them like that one did. But he has long COVID, so his voice is all screwed up. I didn't know that. I had no idea. Sorry, Brad. Nikki Lynn, thanks for the 10. Robert Tower. saw BBB on a corner with a sign that said, "We'll work for Super Chats." Haha. Well, he's going to be working for a really long time because they don't get many of those over there. Phoenix Fire became a YouTube member. Welcome to the Fox Den. The Super Chats are plenty, and it's pretty weird in here, but you'll get used to it. Watch out for you're going to have to dodge the dollars because they come flying at any moment. You just never know when it's going to happen. Daily Dysfunction gifted 1 Megan Fox membership. Thank you so much. Welcome to the Fox Den, whoever got that. Gator Beatrice, thanks for the 5. I like weird, so used to it. Who wants to be normal?
Gator Beatrice. I like that name too.
I do too, Gator Beatrice. I can't believe I read it right the first time. I like to be weird too. I've always been weird. And all of you are my people. Crystal Paranormally, thanks for the 2. A great name would be Tugging Along with Megan. No, nothing with tugging. No.
Phrasing?
No, chat.
Tugging
No.
along, you jerk. He'd be like, wait, what?
But bad chat. No. They always think that tugging is okay, but like it's not. Nellie became a YouTube member.
You'll go blind. You can't watch it.
You'll go blind. You did not just say that. Oh, God. It's like the joke Dave Neal said the other day, something about masticating with his mom at dinner. He's like, did I say that? I'm like, it sounds like you. He's like, yeah, it does. By the way, I talked to Dave Neal today. Love that dude. I'm planning a 50,000 subscriber celebration stream. And so I texted Dave and I was like, Dave, do you truck? Do you American Trucking Simulator? Do you do that? He's like, what are you talking about? He's like, I'm not cool like you. I'm like, no, you're cooler than me, but can you go trucking with me? He's like, I don't know what you're talking about. But he did say he would show up to a trucking 50,000 subscriber celebration stream. So we're definitely going to have to do that.
I might drive one. I'll have to. I'll think about it next time. It depends on how motivated I am.
What? You're thinking about either
I might actually drive. Yeah,
driving versus
for setting, riding. Either way was
versus
fun.
Riding.
But I was saying I might.
Yeah, I thought you were going to say you weren't going to come. Dave though said, I was like, you don't have to actually play. You can just ride along with me and criticize my driving. That's fine. But we haven't done a trucking stream in a while, so I think the 50,000 subscriber celebration stream should be a convoy. All right. All right, let's go back to the video. I know you guys are all like a bunch of you in the chat are like, get back to the video. Get back to the video. She said it to police. Okay, so Ron Gray says that's just a dirty tactic, and you can bet Hanks was part of it because he knows people of Northport are fed up with him. He's a bully, but he can't bully Connie. She's much smarter than him. Tug, do you want to read Connie's part here?
Yeah, so that's the wrong Gray. Hey, Hanks and Cook were filming before I got there. It was a setup from the beginning. I should have called the cops. I'm sorry, police, rather. Lesson learned.
A filming setup? That's weird.
When have we ever heard something like that before?
We were told that only Jeremy does that.
Yeah.
Weird. He's on certain calls. 911 calls, all kinds of things. So yeah, she's confirmed
well, that's
that.
consistent.
Mm-hmm.
That's consistent with what I observed, but I don't know that I ever met her.
Okay, so she says it's consistent that she heard John has a drinking problem, and she doesn't think she ever met her. Tug, let's read through this Facebook post. I will be Michelle, and you will be Ron. And then I'll be Connie. How about that? Does that work?
So essentially, I'm Ron. Okay.
You are Ron.
Yeah, I'm good.
Kelly, he didn't do anything he wasn't involved in. What happened with Connie Bruni and Chris did nothing. I don't know what that says, actually. There's no punctuation. Let me start again. He didn't do anything. He wasn't involved in what happened with Connie Bruni. Chris did nothing. He's not trying to start any shit at all. So why don't you get your facts straight before you run your mouth? I don't understand all the people saying the things that weren't even there or have no clue what's going on. That's why this crap is continuing to go. Stop, everybody, stop.
Apparently you don't know Hanks very well.
I do, and I like him and his wife. Thank you very much.
You should think of picking better so-called friends.
Then this is Connie replying to Lynette. Were you there? Because I sure was. I was ganged up on by a bunch of Hank's sycophants trying to shut me up. Hank's camera was rolling before I arrived, and he has distributed his setup video far and wide to defame me. It is the crescendo of a 14-month orchestrated campaign to defame me and 3 other women who have dared to tell the truth about Hank's words and deeds. They vandalized my car, then fabricated a story about some official saying that the car was too close to the polling place with political signage, and they were doing me a favor. BS. Their lie has been disproved in writing by the supervisor of the elections office. These people vandalized my car because they don't agree with my political choice. Tough beans. I arrived and I asked, what is the problem? A woman with her own opinion? We can't have that. The First and 19th Amendments allow me my own political choices. It wasn't me screaming obscenities at the top of my lungs. That was 2 males, not men. I will not be silenced. It is you who have no clue what's going on, so quit running your mouth. All right, moving on. I love Connie.
Yeah, that was pretty fiery right there.
She's fiery.
Or even saw her, which is interesting. But they both came at me, and I just wasn't going to put up with it. So I sent them a cease and desist letter. And it's interesting because literally within the last week, I think I was looking for a recipe. This is going to sound crazy. I was looking for a recipe. And I came across that document. I was like, oh, that's a long time ago. And now you're calling. But they've obviously continued their ways. And
isn't that weird? She had just come across the cease and desist. She hadn't looked at it in years. And then I contacted her. Does that not lend a little credence to the simulation theory? You know what I mean? Isn't it weird that she was like, I just saw that and I hadn't seen it in years. I know I have it. Isn't that weird? It only took her about 15 minutes to find it. I just think it's kind of strange.
It is possible. When you say turtle rescue, that sounds familiar to what she was trying to suggest she was doing here, or getting ready to move and go do something, or they needed money to buy a trailer.
What?
Oh, wow. That's kind of,
Wait, what? Needed money? Let's hear that. Let's just back it on up. Back it on up. Back it up. Back it up.
Suggest she was doing here, or getting ready to move and go do something, or they needed money to buy a trailer.
A trailer.
Where have we heard that before? Where have we heard things about? It's strange. Like everything in here is like topic on repeat, isn't it?
Like as Shine says, it's like deja vu. A trailer. Synchronicity, says JW. Yes, thank you, chat, for putting words to what I'm feeling right now. But a trailer. Lloyd, Jamie Johnson, 2 people who have stories about trailers. Yes? Interesting.
Sorry.
Did I just hear a chair creak? Is that your new chair? I heard a chair creak. Is it creaking already?
No, I just turned around all the way. So it didn't creak from this is all I can get out of rocking. I'm actually rocking now. Like, you can't even hear it. Yeah.
I heard a small creak.
Yeah,
and I thought for a minute, are you that hard on your chairs that it's beginning to creak already? It's beginning to creak a lot.
I move all the time now. I move all the time while I'm sitting here. I'm surprised that last one lasted a decade, by the way. That's an amazing chair.
How is your new chair? Are you nice and comfy?
I am. I bought. Oh, I got a seat to sit on. It's very soft and a back warmer.
I need to
How
set
do I
up
look
my.
very old right now?
I know. I need to set up my. I was joking with Dave Neal today because he was talking about his new podcast. He's turning his podcast into a video format on YouTube, and he's going to do celebrity news. And those of you who are not subscribed to Dave Neal, go do that. He's lovely. I love him. Basically, he's like my little brother, so go support him. But he goes, I'm gonna do, celebrity news. He's trying to break out of just the Bachelor stuff, and he's gonna do celebrity news. And I was like, Dave, I'm at the point in my life where the celebrities I know are either unrecognizable or dead.
Well, that's the thing I run into. A lot of the news. I'm like, who are these people?
Who are these people? I know you're getting old when you look at a People magazine and you don't recognize anyone in it. No one.
I'm like, well, what happened to? Oh, they passed away. Shit.
Or they have so much Botox you can't even you don't even recognize them anymore. But that's just getting old, I guess. Like all the celebrities that I know and love are either passed away or can't even see what they look. Meg Ryan is unrecognizable. Oh, it appears we're not the only ones. There are people in chat who feel the same way. Okay, here we go.
You didn't accuse me of abusing her child because I never met the child that I recall.
She's lucky. She's one of the only people who have not been accused of abusing the child.
Huh, I'm shocked, actually.
Yeah.
But I certainly, I had said something, they shouldn't have her or whatever. And well, the truth is they probably shouldn't have her, in my own personal opinion. Because when you're using a child like that for grifting, it's wrong, period.
Right.
Period. And I don't understand why the courts aren't protecting this child. I don't understand that. Why are they protecting these two obviously seriously mentally ill people who should not have a child of this nature?
We don't know either. Nope. We don't know.
No.
We also have the same questions. And so it's interesting to know that people in Northport had the same questions as you. So you are not crazy if you believe that these people are not equipped to have a child and you're wondering how it happened. You're not the only one. Been asking the same question over and over again. When did you learn about that? What did you hear? How did you hear about the child in the first place? And because one of the first things,
Northport City Concerns, because I'd see John posting and I'm like, who's this guy? He's nuts. Oh, he's this, he's that. Then she tells me about this Lynette and I'm like, wow, that's really scary. Yeah, it was. It was on Facebook.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a fascinating descriptor.
And so it was, yeah. Say again, Tug.
I was saying that's a fascinating descriptor out of everything, what did you go with that? Well, that's scary, I think that's from all the behavior we've seen, that is one that I often mentally refer to, we've heard people like Patty and other people say like these people are scary, they're not they're not con artists alone or this or that. Like especially John Cook, looking at his stuff, his background, and some of the things he's claimed. Yeah, he's a scary individual. He can be dangerous.
Yeah, it's unfortunate, and it's funny how everyone around him who sees, him and Lynette's behavior on Facebook or whatever, they have red flags. Red flags. So the reason your name came up was because John Cook's deposition was posted on Jeremy's channel, the video, and he was asked about the time in Northport and were there CPS calls when they were there, and he had to admit that yes, there were, and it was and it was neighbors and it was but of course he had an explanation for everyone. Well, that person hated me because of this, and then your name came up somehow. I don't know if it was in relation to the CPS calls. he might have said, I think maybe it was Crazy Connie.
Yeah,
That's
he
what he
did.
said. We call her Crazy Connie. At the time of this interview, I hadn't watched the deposition again. And yes, that's what he said. So maybe he thought you made a call.
No, and I did not.
But then he claimed to have run you out of your career or whatever. And then when I found you on Facebook, I'm like, well, she sure looks like she's still active in the city.
So it's hysterical. It didn't run me anywhere.
Oh, this is just this story has gotten so out of control.
Complete and utter lie. I would love to see the deposition because, again,
I'll send
it's
you
another
everything.
cease and desist because this man is lying in court. I would testify to the fact that he lied. Did he run you out of Northport? No. Here's the facts. The facts don't lie. It's all documented where I live. This does not surprise me. This was a massive concern. And I think everyone was relieved when they left Northport.
Wow.
But that there's always that lingering thing of, oh my gosh, they have this child. And I don't understand why the court is not protecting her. This sounds like...
Yeah, we don't understand that either. Here's another message from Michelle Preston to someone named Kate. Did we miss the one right before this? Did I let it play? I might have. Let me see. There was one right before this. I thought that we didn't read. Yes. Here. So after that last exchange we read, Connie said, see you in court. Because, wait, did we miss another one? I was not paying attention.
You
Yes.
get listening and miss stuff.
I was listening and I missed some of these. Yeah. Okay, we got that one. So it's the next one. Okay. So Connie was saying that it was a plot to defame her. It's the crescendo of 14-month orchestrated attempt to defame me and 3 other women who dared to tell the truth about Hanks's words and deeds. They vandalized my car, then fabricated a story about some official saying the car was too close to the polling place with political signage and they were doing me a favor. BS. Their lie has been disproved in writing by the supervisor of the elections office. These people vandalized my car because they don't agree with my political choice. Tough beans. I arrived and asked, what is the problem? A woman with her own opinion. We can't have that. The First and 19th Amendments allow me my own political choices. It wasn't me screaming obscenities at the top of my lungs. That was 2 males, not men. I will not be silenced. It is you who have no clue what's going on. So quit running your mouth and bullying others. Tug, you want to read Michelle's?
Sure.
Lynette's post.
You're insane. Do not attack me. I do not. Wait, I shouldn't put. Well, I don't know if I could read that without punctuation. I was like, I could read this without punctuation. Wait, there is one period, I think, in there. I see one period, and then one in the end. Yeah, so no, I think I see another one here. It's like spotting unicorns here. Okay, you're insane. Do not attack me. I do know what happened. I saw the videos. I know who was there. I well aware. Good God, I can't do it like that. I'm well aware of what's happened and what you did and what everyone else did. And attacking me, you've already attacked me enough by attacking my baby, my 9-month-old baby. So I wouldn't attack me anymore because I will put this all out public. You attacked my 9-month-old baby with a metabolic illness. You're a nut job. Man, where have we heard this?
Where have we heard that before? And also threatening to put things out in public. See that?
Yeah.
I thought that was interesting.
Yeah, it's all, again, it's like it's on repeat here. So back off. Don't attack me because you won't like it. You won't like what I do. Huh, that's a threat for sure.
Yep.
You never attacked my child, and you did. My child is 9 months old and has a life-threatening illness. And if you remember correctly what you said about my child, you evil wench, don't talk to me. I feel sad for you because you are so insane. I do feel bad for you. Look at what you made yourself look like. You did that to yourself. No one did that to you. You did it to yourself.
Can I just say I thought Connie looked like a boss bitch in that video.
Yeah, she did. She did fine in that.
She
held her
did fine.
ground.
She was not the one who lost her shit in that video.
Yep, she maintained her composure. She had people getting up in her face, man. I mean, that's
men, 2 men, more
Yep.
than like 2 or 3 men. There might have been 3. There was John in the background too. So the one guy screaming at her, the guy holding the camera, and John. 3 men she went up against. 3 men. Connie's a boss bitch. I love her.
everyone saw it. I mean, for God's sake, the video speaks for itself. And I'm not afraid to tell everybody what you did and show the text messages about my baby. You're evil.
So again, we have 2 instances now where we know for a fact she was talked to about the child. I think in George's case, George said, "You seem overwhelmed with it in regards to the child. Maybe there's another way you could do this. Maybe someone else should take the child." And in this case, Connie said they shouldn't have a child. And this is the kind of response that they got. Yeah, instead of Crazy Conni, that's right, Jenny, we should call her Courageous Conni. Motion to call her Courageous Conni. Motion granted, Jenny. Motion granted. Immediately granted. Courageous Conni. We have 2 separate instances here that show that Connie and George were both treated the exact same way for saying similar things. And anybody who says, we don't think you're capable, a person who's, well, let's just look at, she says she's disabled. She says that we know she's poor. She can't provide. Maybe a person who's in her 60s, who's disabled and poor, shouldn't adopt a child. But if you say that to these people, they lose their crap, they threaten you with defamation, and then they go and do it. Because that's what they did to Connie. And that's what they did to Jeremy. You hear about the child in the first place. And all right, one of the first things, we're going to move forward to the next one. And then Connie's response to that was, "See you in court."
LOL.
And then someone else named Kate said, "Can you please clarify how exactly Connie attacked you and your baby? When did it happen? And how specifically she attacked you and your child? Thank you."
Kate, it was in post. I wonder if I could do that as Gollum. Precious.
Try it.
Oh my God, I don't think I can. It was
Super chats for Gollum. Super chats for Gollum voice.
Katie Precious. It was in posts, Precious, that she made on John's page. So you have to ask him. He has the missus. Yes, Precious. I know. I don't know if he wiped her out, if they went away, but she did attack my finances, Precious. Oh, yes, she did. It was something. Me trying to raise the monies, Precious, for my adoption for my baby. There were several
How do you do that?
Precious.
Oh my God. I've got to see you do this in person. I want to know what your mouth
I'm just
looks
sitting
like when you're
like doing it.
It's amazing.
If I hear it done, I can do it even better.
Oh, it's
I can
amazing. It's
mimic it.
amazing how good it is.
Oh my precious. Okay, so does that sound good to you, chat? Should we continue that? Let me ask chat.
We only have one who says it sounds hard to understand. I'm understanding every word.
Let's wrap
Wait,
up,
Kathy
Precious.
says she can't understand either. Only 2 people have said they can't understand.
Oh, let's have a vote.
All right.
One
All
for
right.
yes, 2 for no.
1 for yes, 2 for no. We'll let the chat
Let's do it,
choose.
Precious.
Do you want Gollum? Gollum or no Gollum?
Yeah, we can do it as oh, it's so It's actually not rough on my throat like a lot of other stuff, so I can actually do it. Well, okay. To be fair, too, we will this video will be reposted too. So
It
anybody
will.
that has any
You'll be
problem
able
with
to
that,
hear the
you
whole
know,
thing in
I'll
its
do a little.
entirety,
I'll do a little bit of it that way.
uninterrupted.
You
It's
know.
like split. The chat is split on it. I feel
Okay,
like
let's do normal actually.
Okay.
So I want people to understand what's said here.
Yeah.
I'll read this back. Okay, it was in posts that she made on John's page, so you'll have to ask him. He has them, and I don't know if he wiped her out or if they went away. But she did attack my finances, me trying to raise money for my adoption. So she did raise money.
So she
huh?
raised money for her adoption.
For
She
my
didn't
baby.
have
It was-
money to afford an adoption, but she went to adopt a child anyway. Does
See,
that
that
seem
right
like a
away.
good thing to do?
Actually, not even that. You hear about so many people that are turned away and excluded for all types of reasons, and monetary reasons are one of those first considerations in adoption. You know, I mean, I don't know. That's kind of crazy, you know. But
It
the thing I'm
is.
focusing here, I don't want to focus on kid and adoption. When I'm focusing on the money, raising there's a kid money. That's the yet again. So number one, I would never ever say anything that wasn't true. She knows what she said. She knows what she wrote, and she knows it was a personal attack on me and to my child. And she knows that it was a hit against John, but she personally attacked me, and that was wrong in her. And I already had it out about it. This is all one fucking sentence.
I know, and none of
I'll-
it makes any sense.
and
This
I'll
is why I
see if
wanted
I
you
can
to read
find.
it.
Yeah, I'm just like I have to follow it with the cursor just so I don't lose my place. I can't find any of the messages. Oh, look here, she can't find those messages that were supposedly leveled against her.
Oh,
too.
she can't find the supposed terrible thing that Connie said?
Isn't that
Weird.
convenient? That's another time that she can't. Oh yeah, there were
She's
all these
being
terrible
asked
things.
for evidence.
Mhm.
When did she attack you and your baby? Connie says that never happened. The only thing Connie said she said was that they probably shouldn't have a child because they don't seem to be able to care for her. And
But
why is that a problem?
But if she's telling you different, she's lying to you because her and I have had several messages about it. She knows that I was pretty freaking mad. She used my baby like that and threw me into the whole mix when I had nothing to do with anything. I don't even go to that stuff. I'm not even. I was hanging out there the other day just to get out of the house. I don't get involved with all of that. That's John's thing. I stay at home. I mean, it's all the same sentence
Oh
again.
my God. I
folks.
know. That's why I cut it off here at the end. I didn't even screenshot the because I was like, none of it makes sense.
Yeah, she's just like, I take care of my baby. She attacked my baby. She attacked me personally for trying to raise money for my adoption. She even used my
All that she
tortoise
wants
rescue.
is another baby. She's gone to borrow now. All that. That's all I can hear right now in my head. I don't know why.
Well, she brought up tortoise rescue too. She even used my tortoise rescue. So she said we were broke, that we didn't have money, that we owe. Oh, so she said this about my tortoise rescue too. So that came in.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
Mhm.
All right. Let's move forward. Let's see where we are.
Oh,
Did we get this? And so the reason your name came up was because John Cook's deposition was posted on Jeremy's channel, the video, and he was asked about the time in Northport and were there CPS calls when they were there. All right. Well, Tug, you have another one to read.
There we go. Kate, I also wanted to bring this to your attention. You know personally of my baby's medical condition. You also know that if somebody made a false allegation and a false report and CPS removed my baby, the first thing they would do would be to push things on her medically that would probably kill her. Plus, they would force daycare or whoever fostered her, and the foster parents are not going to be able to deal with her medical condition. So was CPS contacted at all, or she's just, this is a hypothetical?
Yeah, I mean, no, she accused Connie of calling CPS, but Connie says she didn't. She did not call.
Well, that's the thing. Like, all these other names were brought up though from the past, so it's just like with the Jeremy Hale. Can you prove like he? No, well, there's other names that are attached to this, but somehow it's these other. Okay,
right.
So if something were to happen because some person made false lies and allegations and made me lose my child would probably die, and I would never forgive and I would never forget. Why would another human being we threatened to call CPS on someone because they simply said that they don't believe anybody did anything wrong to them? That is insane. She's doing this to me because she doesn't like John. And a year ago, she did it to me because of stupid posts. I don't even know what it was about, but she was on a tangent van. She was on a tangent
a tangent van. You know,
she was riding a tangent van. Yeah.
It's like the groupie cash train, but it's a tangent van. Sometimes when you're on the groupie cash train, you got to get on the tangent van.
Yeah, I try to avoid the tangent van, but they give out free candy. I mean, yeah.
And I'm the derailer, so I'm always on the tangent van. The tangent van and the derailer kind of go together.
The tangent van. Oh my God. And chose to pick on me for some damn reason. I don't have the baby yet. I have the baby now. What kind of person threatens the life of a baby over what?
I just figured something out. So before she got the baby, she was fundraising for the adoption. And Connie must have said something then. And so she's saying, what kind of a person threatens the life of a baby? She hadn't had the baby. I didn't have the baby yet when she did that.
Threatens the life of.
Well, that's stupid. Well, she's projecting. But here's the thing: if the baby hadn't gone to Lynette, you know who she would have gone to? Her biological aunts. And no matter what you want to say about the biological aunts and whatever, and every family has their own problems. They have stable jobs, they have other siblings, and they work, and they bring in income for the children. So the baby would have gone to family. The idea that the baby would have died because of whatever, that's nonsense. We know that there's a biological family out there willing and able to take her.
Yes, one of whom, a nice post, doesn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, and one of the aunts is a paralegal in a legal office. So has a very good job and is able to care for children and is caring for her siblings, the child's siblings. So the idea that, the baby would have died and all of it is nonsense. No, the baby would not have gone to foster care. It would have gone to family. The baby would have gone to family. So nonsense.
All of this is insanity. It's what it is, man. But again, to conflate all of that to threatening the life of a baby. So she made up all of this bullshit so she could say, not only she didn't say something about that, again, you can be pissed off about whatever, but to conflate that to threatening the life of a baby. I mean, for real. So no one had posted on that post for well over a week, almost 2 weeks now. I've never responded. I don't want to deal with her. And yet she chose today to again start this crap up. I'm done with it. And I'm ready to fight back. I will fight for my child. I am a Leo. I am a lioness.
Oh boy.
They will. This is my cum. What is it? No. No, I don't want to know. I will protect it to my dead wife. Yeah. Okay, I was
And
like, this is.
again, adopting a baby at 60 or whatever, your death is pretty much imminent before the kid's in high school. Like, what are you doing?
I'm just like,
what are we
I am a
doing?
Leo. I am a lioness. This is my cum. Like, what? Phrasing.
Where's my phrase?
Phrasing.
I mean, honestly, though, like the adoption agencies don't do some kind of assessment. I mean, I realize it was probably legal and everything's fine. Like everything was fine there, but I have questions about why there weren't more questions asked about people adopting babies who can't afford them. I think if you have to raise money to adopt a baby, you probably shouldn't have one. Because if you're raising money in the very beginning before you even have a baby, you can't afford one.
Children aren't cheap. They are not cheap.
No, they are not cheap. They are, what even is I don't even know. Like, but they're like, there's not, when they're little and babies, they're not that expensive. But then you're talking about one who has what she says is a metabolic disorder. So now you have all these healthcare costs. Well, where is that money coming from if she couldn't even afford to pay the fees to adopt the baby? Like, this is just a bad situation to put yourself in. If you have no money, you probably shouldn't be. She can't even keep the turtles healthy. They're on antibiotics all the time, according to Fish and Wildlife. Like, what's that weird? According to Lynette, she's like, ew, gross. What's on their necks? Like, oh, they need antibiotics. Like, well, yeah.
I think the Brookings Institute said that families, again, I don't remember what year this was, a few years back, but they said something like 300 or it was a little over $300,000 for like a family of two. It would be or a family with two children, that the cost per child was around $300,000 per child.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, it's a lot of money.
Like,
They're
man,
very
what an
expensive.
investment.
They're very expensive. Children, I can attest to that. They're very expensive. My daughter, who played her very first recital on her full-sized harp the other day, reminded me how expensive children are, because that full-sized harp cost me a lot of money. Which, by the way, Tug, did you hear her recital? Did I play it for you?
You played a little snippet of
I did, but I'm going to play for those of you who missed it. I feel like you should hear it, because who doesn't want to hear Carol of the Bells on a full-sized harp? I know you do, right? Let's see. And let me tell you something, the full-size harp is expensive as hell.
I can't even imagine. I bet that is so expensive.
She played on a lap harp for years and years and years. And then when she was so big that the lap harp started to look small, I was like, oh crap, now we're in trouble. we're in trouble. But doesn't she sound amazing? I mean,
yeah, that was great. Tell her,
So
by
good.
the way, that around 6,000 people listened to her, and they all liked
I'm
it.
going to. And they loved it. It was beautiful, right? I mean, it's
It
just
is
lovely.
great. I love that anyway. So that's that's calming, soothing. It's a good time to have it, during some of this mess.
I know, right? Well, and also, but that brings up the point we were talking about, is how children, when you have a child, and it's not that you need to give them everything they want, but you should have the ability to let them follow their dreams. And if your child's dream happens to be the harp, then you should be able to do that for them. And it is difficult. And it took us several years to save to buy that harp. But we did. And we didn't ask people on the internet to pay for it either. Like we did that on our own because she's our child. She's our responsibility. And I don't know, like the idea, this pattern of behavior of just begging online for everything they need in regards to this child. And now they have all these other channels doing the same thing. It's gross to me. It's gross. You should be able to meet your child's basic needs. Absolutely. Whatever you do on, you work, you do whatever, you meet that child's needs.
They wanted people to build their home and build. I mean, just I don't know, man. It's so bizarre because we're told all the time too that they want people to stay out of their lives, and yet all of this, it's bring people in, because of course.
Yeah. Oh, privacy. But they're posting on Facebook all the time about every single freaking need they need for their kid. That is asking the public to raise your child. You are asking them. We have proof now that she was doing this in Northport before the baby was even in her possession. She was raising money for the adoption and raising money for all this other crap. I have a post that I didn't even put in here of John. I could share it with you. Grifting for the turtle rescue, asking for free lumber. I mean, this is how they live. They live by begging other people for money. This is how they do it. And I just don't understand. I don't get how that's a good adoption situation. It may be a situation where you don't have another choice with your own biological children. But if you go out of your way to adopt a child, your whole existence should not be at the mercy of others. Right? And he had to admit that, yes, there were. And it was and it was neighbors and it was but of course he had an explanation for everyone. Well, that person hated me because of this. And then your name came up somehow. I don't know if it was in relation to the CPS calls. He might have said, I think maybe it was Crazy Conni. That's what he said. We call her Crazy Conni. So maybe he thought you made a call.
No, and I did not.
But then he claimed to have run you out of your career or whatever. And then when I found you on Facebook, I'm like, well, she sure looks like she's still active in the city. So
it's hysterical. It didn't run me anywhere.
Oh, this is just this story has gotten so out of control.
Complete and utter lie. I would love to see the deposition because, again,
I'll send you
another
everything.
Cease and desist because this man is lying in court. I would testify to the fact that he lied. Did he run you out of Northport? No. Here's the facts. The facts don't lie. It's all documented where I live. This does not surprise me. This was a massive concern. And I think everyone was relieved when they left Northport.
Wow.
But that there's always that lingering thing of, oh my gosh, they have this child. And I don't understand why the court is not protecting her. This sounds like, I'm not surprised. You're not shocking me at all. It always made me question, and this is even worse, this concept of this child. It's so typical of John, though, to give you the exact opposite story.
Okay, that part killed me, by the way. And I cut off the recording there because there was a little bit of,
She was a cry.
She was crying. And and that got me. Here's a person who hasn't heard of them or seen them since 2020-ish, right? 20, maybe around the same time, because she said they left right after that. And yet just talking about the child made her get emotional. And that really got me. Because she hasn't heard from them or about them. She doesn't know she didn't know who Jeremy Hales was. She had never seen any videos. She didn't know anything about that. All she knew is that she had this run-in with these people, and then they left. And years later, the first thing she asked me was, do they still have the child? And then talking about it made her cry. Damn.
But remember, like you were asking the other day, Like, at what point do some people actually see the light on this? Some people never. Unfortunately, it doesn't matter what you bring up, how much proof you bring. But hopefully, there are people out there that, if they're wondering, if they're like, man, I don't have enough proof yet. I don't know what to say if you thought that anyway. But yeah, like here's the same pattern of behavior, but with another person.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. God.
It always made me question, and this is even worse, this concept of this child. It's so typical of John, though, to give you the exact opposite story. It's like if somebody typed the sky is blue, he would say, no, it's brown. No, it's just contrary just for the sake of being contrary. Ridiculous.
Right. Right.
If this does ever go to court, I could certainly testify. I just tell that his statement in his deposition is 100% false. Saddest part, I really don't. They're adults. This is not going to sound nice, but they're adults. What they do to mess up their own life is none of my stinking business, to be very honest. But where they've involved this child, I was adopted at birth, and it makes me sick. That's where the focus should be, is on this child. And I don't understand why they're not protecting her. It's awful.
There's a recording of her that just came out yesterday of plotting to sue him so she could get his money to pay off her new, or to build her house.
Oh, that sounds like, that sounds just like her. The kinds of, I just do this, then I can get this, and I can have that. And they live in some sort of scary fantasy world.
Yeah.
They're grifters. But really, your word when you said grifting is 100% correct. But I do question, how in the world did they adopt this child?
And is there anything that we've talked about today that you would consider off the record?
No.
All right, great. You're awesome, Connie. I looked at your Facebook page.
I'm the Crazy Conni.
Crazy. Crazy Conni.
No,
you should add that to your bio.
There's nothing here that is, I haven't done anything wrong. They have, and this concerns me greatly. If he invoked my name, he brought me into this.
Helping me stop him and get a case against him is going to be the greatest thing on earth for me. I want to sue him, and I hope to God he settles out of court and gives me enough to finish my house, pay off my stuff, and get my ex-husband living somewhere else. Amen to all of that. Period.
That is something else, man. Yeah, she said, her name brought up. Yeah, she was brought up in a court case. So her name wasn't just thrown out there randomly. There was this story that was associated with her name, which again, she was supposedly ran out of office. I mean, just the way he detailed it, like he's some hero in a really bad pitched movie, and yet, I mean, you see how the cease and desist and everything else.
Same story.
Mm-hmm.
Same exact story.
Second verse, same as the first.
Second verse, same as the first. Speaking of, let's get over to, God, you guys, the super chats have just been flying. And where did we leave off? Oh my goodness. Where did we leave off? Actually, I have no idea.
Oh no.
Uh-oh. Well, let's just start here. Gator Beatrice, I seem to remember this one. I like weird, so used to it. Who wants to be normal? I think this is where we were. Crystal Paranormally, thanks for the 2. A great name would be Tugging Along with Megan. No more
Tugging
tugging.
along.
Nellie became a YouTube member. Welcome to the Fox Den. It's weird in here, but I think you'll get used to it. And Rhea Norman says Safe Harbor.
Hey,
Jeff and I.
Somebody said something last night that was really funny in a super chat. They said that Bruce had been bench slapped.
Bench slapped.
Yeah, I put that in that song because they said, "Oh man, he has been bench slapped." I was like, "Man, that is good. I like that."
That is good. I like that. Wizzy Wheels, thanks for the 2. Already with the pee pad just in case. Isays, thanks for the 2. This for my new favorite channel. Aw, thank you. I appreciate that. That means a lot. Sticky Widget, gifted 5 Megan Fox memberships. Wow. Welcome to all of you new Fox Den members. Appreciate you. Lisa Carper, thanks for the 2. The Foxy Tug Show also sounds bad. I don't know that. No, I'm gonna veto that immediately.
But it's classy, Megan.
Nope.
Yeah.
Fox and Pro say nope. Veto.
It sounds like something bad, but you would do it with pinky out.
But Jada, thank you for the 2. I appreciate it. Lily Smith, thanks for the 2. Can you do a stream on how to use Grok? Yeah, sure. We could do that someday. That would be fun. We'll just make stuff on Grok. Wizzy Wheels, thanks for the 2. Hope the Fox Cubs and Tuglets are doing okay. Tuglets. Tuglets is funny. Ika Tersmitten. What a name. Thanks for the 6. Suggestion. Megan Tuggin. No, that's even worse. No.
Phrasing.
Denied. Denied. Where's my denied button?
Megan Tuggin.
Nope. Denied. Brenda 8. The people writing your songs are super talented.
God.
Absolute fire. I agree. Sticky Widget. Thanks for the 2. Shit shows unite. And Legal Vices says Safe Harbor. All right, you missed this earlier today, but do you remember Pee-wee's Playhouse, Tug?
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
Well, Pee-wee's Playhouse had a secret word of the day. Remember? Do you remember what you would do when you hit the secret word of the day?
When you just start yelling.
Yeah, everyone would go, ah! Well, on today's stream with Legal Vices, he decided that Safe Harbor was the secret word of the day. And every time we came across it in Jingris's appeal, we would start screaming. We must have done this 20 times before we finally stopped. Went, ah! It was funny. Lynn, thanks for the 2. Derailed is a perfect name for the new channel. Perhaps. I wrote it down. Puzzled Puzzler, thanks for the 2. So many squirrels. There's always squirrels.
Yes. Can't see the forest for the squirrels.
Can't see them. As long as you don't let the state kick in your door and put them down, though. We like the squirrels. We want them to stay, and the state should not be killing them. Teresa Sugoski, thanks for the 2. I appreciate you. Cunning Linguist, thanks for the 2. Look, a squirrel with a TV remote. Chris Erda, thanks for the 2. How long before LMNOP starts selling HG's gifts? This was actually my concern. When everyone was like, well, maybe it wouldn't be a problem to just send her some gifts because everyone wants a little kid to have a good Christmas. And I agree. But I was concerned that those gifts were not actually going to make it to her.
They were. Okay. So there was this weird, after Jeremy had talked about the stuff that had happened with, fake auctions, people, fake bids and everything, rather, going in and ruining it, started ranting about how, this was happening on Amazon. And I was like, well, how exactly is that happening? Now, I don't know about a wish list that belongs to someone else, but I was curious if I took an item that was in my wish list, I bought it, and then I refunded it. So I did that, and my item, it was still there. So how would you can't say like people are going in, fake purchasing, refunding, and knocking things off the wish list. I don't see how that would work because, if again, a gifted wish list is the same as like my wish list. I don't know. I've not done a gifted one, like I said there, but I don't see how in any way, shape, or form like that makes sense to me. There was this insane rant about all of that stuff, though.
Yeah, I don't think that makes sense to me either. And, look, we've already established now that she has a very long history of asking the internet to support her family. And that is a very strange thing to do. It just is. Like doing fundraisers for every single need that you have is odd. It's different, you know, if she's providing a service, that's one thing, right? If people are supporting a service she's doing online, like she has a store or a podcast or whatever, like you're providing some kind of entertainment or service to people. But to just make your living by getting into a community, signing up on these community Facebook pages, and then posting your GoFundMe for whatever it is you want is really
Not
strange.
even worse. Like, apparently, you know, looking at older GoFundMes, they weren't working. What made them work was totally demolishing a person's life. That's the scariest thing about the lesson that's learned from all of this. You know, hey, if things go way, way too far, well then, what's happened here? Well, again, you may be in court, but there are idiots out there that are raining cheddar.
Yes, there are. Oh, by the way, the chat has been very concerned about IT Goatee Brad, who is actually backstage right now. Brad.
Hello.
How is your, they said you had long COVID.
So I had said in my message to you that as soon as I'm done with this fake long COVID, that my voice will be better and my voiceover will sound wonderful. So then you go, oh my God, Brad, I'm sorry you've got long COVID.
I know.
Wait
I
a
didn't
minute.
understand
Hey,
you said fake COVID.
I looked backstage and I don't know what I was thinking, but I thought Megan had pulled something up. Have you been sitting here for a hot minute?
Yes.
Megan just
like an hour
totally didn't
waiting.
notice you. Oh my gosh, that's hilarious. Because I looked over and I don't know. I thought she had pulled something else up, and I wasn't
No, that was
paying
Brad. That was
attention.
Brad.
My
He's just
bad,
hanging
dude. I
out.
would have mentioned you.
So
there. This
you
time,
told
my
me
bad.
that you had fake long COVID. Now I'm looking back at my text, and sure enough, it says fake long COVID. But I was reading it quickly, and it
Of
just
course.
said, "I read when I'm done with long COVID nonsense."
Wait a minute.
What is
this
fake?
the same
What
person
is-
that got on to me about missing a volume thing? Huh. Huh.
All right, listen, calm down. We fixed it. Brad, why is it fake?
I call it fake long COVID because I was sick last Monday, but I'm still coughing phlegm today, a week later.
Ugh.
So that's why it's just a really long period of illness that while I don't have the head cold anymore or that feeling, I still have I'm still draining.
I think that's what my kid has because he's still coughing too. It's been 8 days.
Yeah.
And he is still coughing and it's terrible. And he's on antibiotics now because I was afraid of pneumonia or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm hearing that it's going around really bad. But to be honest, you sound great. Your voice sounds good.
Well,
It
I
sounds
appreciate
normal.
that. No, I've just been
Sounds
over here
normal.
playing the new Path of Exile game and enjoying that and listening to you guys. So
Well, we're glad you're not dying. We're glad you don't have long COVID.
I appreciate it.
Thank God. And yeah, we'll make sure that we catch up soon.
Oh yeah.
And yeah. So thanks for dropping in. Brad.
Megan had you, out of it. I was like, oh my God, man. I didn't realize all that was happening to you.
I didn't either. That's why I was like, you have long COVID? Holy shit.
No.
I didn't know.
And then
that
she
it was-
treated you like the medical system. She made you wait in queue.
I'm stuck in Canada. At least they didn't tell me to go off myself.
Brad can
True
add
that.
himself.
True
Brad
that.
can add himself to a stream whenever he wants to. He was just sitting back there
I was
politely.
just chilling.
Yeah, he was just chilling. Sometimes Brad comes into a stream and just hangs out in the green room and just
Because I gotta listen to the
Produces the
YouTube 5-second delay. I mean, like, who wants to listen to a 5-second delay? Get it live right
You
in
could
the
have
action.
fun though. You could just pop back in there and accidentally mute, Megan. and stuff.
Oh
That'd be
no,
really funny.
I've done worse. I've ended a stream.
He did!
mid-stream.
That is true. That is true. He hit the end stream button once and the stream died. The stream died, and the stream actually did die. It didn't
The
die.
stream really did die.
It really did die because
And
Brad
then-
hit the button, the
And
wrong button.
because I was leaving, I hit end stream. So then I had to jump back into it because she didn't realize that I hit end stream. So they lost like 2 minutes of them talking while I'm trying to get back into the stream saying, Megan,
Good
I'm
times.
so sorry.
Good times. Those were good times, man. I've done that before myself. Is it stupid to have a red button though for leave studio and end stream? It's like the
Yes.
same button,
Mm-hmm.
you know? All right. I need to get to the Tug, can you read some more of these super chats for a second? I have to walk away from the
I don't know
screen
where
for
I
a
am.
moment.
I don't know where I am.
All right.
How far down?
You got
What
to
number?
remember, you got to unstar the ones that you've read.
We
I'm
stopped
too lazy
doing
to
that
do that
because now
myself.
we're trying to count them because it's more
Oh.
fun.
Yeah, we've been counting them. Yeah.
We've been counting them,
what-
and like
what
I hate to
time?
lose the count.
Gotcha.
We're
What
at
time is yours on?
8:49 p.m. Chris Erda. That's the one we left off on, and then the next one is Chud 101 at 8:51.
I've got
and
it
I
up.
oh you got it, Brad?
I can.
Oh no, well whatever, whoever. I'll be right back.
Hey, are you hitting Brad? I haven't found it yet.
Chris Erda, thank you for the 199. Appreciate you. Chud 101, Breaking Bad spinoff name for you, Breaking Breadsticks. That's a
Breaking
good one.
Bad. Yeah, I like that actually.
Patty Oaksum, thank you to help buy time. Yeah, a little bit of extra time is needed. Wizzy Wheels, haters gonna hate. The Fox Den and Tug's Thugs are gonna go into love. BS, thank you for the 10. Breadsticks and garlic making it into a dingus video today. Love it. Yeah. Did you watch the video?
I haven't yet, but I need to. Apparently it was very good and very fun.
I hit it like 5 minutes after it posted, and I just sent a flurry of messages to Megan. It goes, Megan, you made it into a David video. She goes, oh God, now what?
Yeah, apparently he was very salty.
Well, it's funny because he puts out a video and then it's like, well, this might be my last video because every time I put out a video, JFC puts out 5 videos in response to my video. It's like, well, you could just stop. Like, you weren't hired for PR. You just kind of took it upon yourself.
Yeah, well, what's the point in what he's doing? I mean, if he's wanting to do YouTube, that's kind of how it works. He's calling out Megan. He's talking shit about her. He doesn't expect her to actually be able to say anything back. That's kind of ridiculous.
It's wild. Back to super chats. Sticky Widget, thank you for the 2. I remember when I was smacked by a towel. Well, yeah, a lot of people remember getting towels, belts, whatever it was. Lisa Carper, thank you for the 5. Haters gonna hate. Bet Spruce gets bench slapped at least 5 more times before his Florida trip. That would be
I love that bench
unfortunate.
slapped. I really like that.
K-Matt, Red Queen, thank you for the 5. Breadsticks rising and spreading out to beat down the haters. More and more breadsticks beating on some haters. Grifting 101, intro to grifting with Megan and Tug. Isn't that just Hairstream 102?
What kind of calumny are you spreading about my hair right now, Brad? What is happening?
Well, Pecuniary knows says Grifting 101 intro to grifting with Megan and Tug as a possible show name. And I said, isn't that just Hairstream 102?
True. Do you remember when somebody, I don't even remember now who that was, who was giving me shit about talking about my hair on stream and also grifting. And so I did an entire hair grifting stream.
Mm-hmm.
I made more money that day than I had all month. It's like, stop telling me not to do things because I'm going to monetize it.
Well, that's what it is. I've always monetize your haters, monetize them well.
Oh, what is this new avatar? Look at this. You keep debuting these excellent avatars. What the heck? I love this one.
I like this other one too.
Look at the
I like
gold.
This one too.
Look at, there's so many gold bars.
I like it. I've been playing with it in neon, So
Oh, those are so cool. I love those. Brad, have you seen these new
I
avatars?
have seen them. They're pretty awesome.
that's one thing
They're so
Grok
good.
has been doing well. It's a lot harder to find the right word combinations.
Oh, so good. I know you have to tell it exactly what to do.
Actually, one of the things, if you want to find out, so I noticed this. I've been playing around with it. It actually helps. Somebody was asking about how to do Grok. At the bottom, you can add an image, and it will describe the image to you. So if you add in the image,
yes,
and you wanted to do something, it's helped me further describe what I want to do with like the mask and everything.
I have noticed that is helpful. If you put the image in and then you look at the description it gives you to kind of try and make it sound like their description. Definitely.
Okay, I gotta be careful with mine though, because I got told that it looks suspiciously close to Breaking Bad. So
it does. And also there's another icon that I saw the other day that looked exactly like yours. And I was like, did Brad just like snag his icon from this? But now I don't remember what it was.
Yeah, I heard that with somebody was. A few people were like, "Hey, Resident Evil." I was like, "Yeah," and also, you ever go to Walmart and pick up an umbrella? Actually a real umbrella, because there's a logo there.
An actual umbrella.
Yeah, it looks like a freaking. It looks just like that. So,
well, I'm dying to know what the chat thinks about the recording that we played about the interview with Connie, Courageous Connie, as she has been renamed by this chat. So if you do have anything to say about it, please do send a super chat, even if it's 99 cents, so I will see it, because it's hard for me to see the chat as it's flying by, but I would like to see your responses. Paul Dom, thanks for the 2. Most lawyers practice law deuce makes believe. Gator Beatrice, I love that word name. Thanks for the 2. Words are excellent weapons for the intelligent. I think she meant weapons, but weapons is funnier, because it's like you could whap somebody in the face with that mace of yours, just whap them.
I was on Squid Stream earlier, and we were doing the dramatic reading of Jeremy's deposition.
Good times.
We had to find creative uses for different words. So instead of terror, what's, I called them terror babies.
Terror babies. Oh Lord.
Yeah, we still have. Man, I've missed that, and I've been like,
I know we need to get back to the deposition. We just have other things that we had to do, and we will.
So much stuff has come up in the last few. I mean, this was a big one right here for sure.
We had to talk about Northport.
And yesterday, I mean, we had all of that stuff come up. We don't usually see BBB take the 3D. Wait, I meant deny. That's what I'm on.
DDD. Denied. That's what we should be calling him from now on.
Denied. Sit down.
Oh, gosh. Jack's mom, thanks for the 2. This is the prequel to Otter Creek. That's right. It is. Mm-hmm. If this were a Netflix show, we already had season 1 was a hit. Season 2 goes a prequel. Yep. Puzzle. Oh, and by the way, I should have mentioned, if any of you are out there and you're in Northport and you have a story that you would like to share about these 2, good or bad, hey, if you have a good story to share, I'll hear that too. So far, I haven't heard any of those. But you can email me, and I have my contact, which is here. Where is it? Oh, it's in my banners. Here we go.
Well, that is the fascinating thing. Like, who has really come forward from, in the lab, not some hater channel that is made,
not a PR team.
Yes. or people that are part of the ecosystem, but actual people that knew them from the past or anything else, who's come forward and been like, no, you got it all wrong.
We have talked to a lot of people from the past. We've talked to her stepdaughters. Jeremy's talked to family members. We've seen a lot of people come forward from the past, and none of them have had anything good to say. Yeah, So when do some of you out there start believing that maybe Jeremy Hales is telling the truth? All right. Puzzled Puzzler. I love that name. Haven't seen you in a while. I love that name, though. Thanks for the 2. Flag, delay of stream, 15 yards. That's really funny. Jesse, thanks for the 2. Hit that like button. Always a good idea. If you can't send a super chat, that's totally cool. Do not spend your ramen money on me, but you can hit the like button for free, and you can subscribe. It doesn't cost you anything, and I love that people can watch the program for nothing, while people who want to support it can, and those who can't, just hit the like and subscribe. That's all I ask. Bonnie Kirchner, thanks for the huge 50. I appreciate you. Joyce Byrne, thanks for the 2. Haters gonna hate. Haters gonna hate, 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 hate. And then Puzzler says, I hate haters. I have my favorites. Thanks for the 2. Deja vu to derailment. Well, I am the derailer. That's me. You can see there's all sorts of things, trains derailing behind me. I am the derailer. It happens. Creative Expressions by Dion. Thanks for the 2. Glad you told my email to TUG covered your 6. Well, thank you very much. K Dubs gifted 10 Megan Fox memberships. That's huge. Welcome to the Fox Den, all of you who got those. I appreciate you. And I hope that you don't rage quit in a month when I say something that will inevitably offend you. My advice is, if you get offended, change the channel, come back another day. It'll be fine.
Just blame Brad.
Blame Brad.
Or,
Jeremy?
make America friends again didn't end just because the election did.
True. That is also true. You can still buy a Make America Friends Again merchandise in my merch store. Please go there, get a pint. I have one. I drink out of it all the time. I love it. Everyone who sees it loves it. Everyone who sees the message, Make Americans Friends Again, loves it. There are sweatshirts, t-shirts, mugs, beer steins. You can get them all in the merch store. So go click on it and get one. And then ask your neighbor to come over and have a beer with you, because you know what? Nobody cares who you voted for.
Drive your tangent van right over to the store.
Puzzled Puzzler, thanks for the 2. I used to love bubble baths. No, not so much. I used to love macaroni and cheese. Now I can't even look at it. So thanks a lot.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm like, you make me ashamed, mac and cheese. You make me ashamed.
I missed that one.
You don't know about the mac and cheese?
I do not.
Oh, dear God, you haven't been paying attention.
Nope.
To the Hales case.
He's like, no.
Brad, I can't catch you up now, but I will catch you up later.
Yeah, later.
I will. Valor Motorsports, thanks for the 10. I don't think I'm a copyright cuck. I sent you and Tug a song for HG. I made a bit back, and my Deuce 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 cologne parody. It's funny enough. You may like it. You have full permission to use them. Okay, I will check my email. I don't know if that was sent recently, but I will look. Rachel, thanks for being a member for 7 months. It's very common when there's abuse present for families to move states and cities because it's harder to track them down. Well, we're seeing a pattern, and the pattern does have red flags, and I don't get why the authorities don't see them. But all we can do is keep on talking about it, and hopefully don't call anybody because they think it's a big hoax. So don't do that, because that doesn't help. Lady Tammy, thanks for the 5. Max Lab asked me to point out that John's middle initial is different between Northport and OC. It is M and OC and L on that cease and desist. Ooh, I didn't notice that. I'm going to write that down.
Just like Lynette has a number of names.
Isn't that interesting? What is his middle name?
What's
Jeremy,
your government name?
Jeremy, if you're listening, make a note. Do you have that information? K Dubs, thanks for the 5. The disclaimer would be funny in Jeff's angry Muppet voice. It would be funny. That would be funny. That's true. Turtle of Hurdles, thanks for the Canadian 2 super sticker. Appreciate you. Apocrypha Darkbane, thanks for the $1. And all of you who pushed me over that 666 mark, that was bothering me. Thank you for doing that. James Francis, thanks for the 2. Fallen Hero 4567, thanks for the 2. Appreciate you. Sue Scat, thanks for the 2. 667. Were you number 667? Perfect. Perfect. Nikki Lynn, thanks for the 99. Appreciate you. Sarah Annie Anderson, thanks for the 2. Here you go, Megan. Yeah, these were all the people that came in to save me from the devil's number. Ma, thanks for the 99. Debbie Marie, thanks for the $1.99. Here you go. Can't have you suffer. Well, it's just bad juju. Who needs that? Suzanne Imperial Beach Kelly, thanks for the 99. Government money, super sticker. Appreciate that. She's retired now. She gets a government check and she sends me some of it. It's great. I love that arrangement. I'm all for it.
I'm going to have to bounce. I got to do something real quick. So
I totally get it. Thank you so much for hanging out.
Hey, it's been fun. I had a lot of fun. Great stream, though. Props to you. Oh, you found a big one this time. You know, a lot of people be talking about it. That was great. But anyway, I will see you. Well, we'll see what's happening next. I don't even know what to say is next. You know,
it's going to be whatever it is. It's not going to be boring, Tug. I can tell you that.
All right. See ya.
See ya.
See you.
All right, what do we got here? We got K-Dubs. Thanks for the $1.99. Appreciate you. Rhea Norman, thanks for the 2. I'm light blonde and I dye my hair black. Do you really?
Interesting.
Wow, Rhea. Go back to blonde. Do you know how many people dye their hair blonde? If you're born with that color hair, why would you dye it black? I don't get it. I just don't. Navy vet for the broken. Well, maybe she looks better with black hair. I don't know. Navy vet, love for the broken. Thanks for the 10. I too as so bad today. I said many cursey words to the VA. Since that's the government, I think I did my part. Yes. The disclaimer is very clear. You are allowed to say the cursey words to the government, but nobody else. Those people, they can take it. The Supreme Court said so. Slug Entertainment, thanks for the 2. At least you're getting grays at 48. I got them now. And you're only 27? Well, but you're a man. And you know what, Slug? It won't matter because as a man, women find grays on men very sexy. So you're fine. The other way around never works, though. Men do not find grays on women sexy. So we have to go to the salon and get it taken care of. And it's a whole thing.
My goatee is going from red to gray, and it's really weird.
Yeah. Do you have stripes yet?
Not stripes. I have small patches.
Small patches. That sounds like my hair. That's how my hair is doing it. And I really don't appreciate it. I would like to have one of those Tulsi Gabbard streaks. That would be cool. But no, I don't have that. I have like
Glenn Close and 101 Dalmatians.
Exactly. Cruella DeVille streaks. Yes, I could go for that for sure. Jeffrey Montgomery, thanks for the 2. Gray hair is brain matter. You're too smart. That's funny. I like to think of it that way. Crazy about a Mercury, thanks for the 2. I'm a dirty blonde, and I love it. F the haters. Well, I went back to dirty blonde. After all these years, I realized dirty blonde is actually a very beautiful color, and very few people actually have it. And so I was told by so many beauticians, do you know how many women want this color? And I never believed it. I was always bleaching my hair and like going super blonde. And like, no, I didn't need to. So now watching my daughter start changing her hair is just, I'm sad. It took me so many years to get back to this color. Spin Dr. D, thanks for the 5. I call my grays my tinsel. When I have enough, I'm going to dye it royal purple. That's a plan. Mark Goody, thanks for the 5. Here's to making the haters mad, mad, mad. I'm all for that. Micheline McWilliams, thanks for the 2 for the super sticker. And Crystal Carson, thanks for the huge 20. Love. I love you too. Appreciate you. Green Veggie Beast, thanks for the 5. I really love you too, but why did I still wind up in the hospital again? At least this time I was awake. I'm so sorry to hear you've been battling hospital visits and health problems. I don't like to hear that, but I do appreciate and love that you can have something to do while you're sitting there with all those awful beeping machines. Brad, when was the last time you were in a hospital?
Oh, that was a year and a half ago when my little one was in for RSV.
Okay. Oh yeah, I remember that. Oh my God. I actually remember that. You know how when you're in the hospital and you're either checked in or someone you love is checked in, so they're there overnight. There's no sleeping in a hospital because everything's beeping and people are coming in and checking every few minutes or every half hour.
Yeah, like every hour you get a blood pressure reading or
yes.
Yeah,
it's really awful. Like it's really awful. So Green Veggie Beast, I'm glad that we're here to like entertain you while you're there because I get it. There's no sleeping there. And for a health facility, a facility that claims to be about your health, shouldn't they be more careful about making sure you get good rest? I really think there should be a movement to keep the beeping to a minimum and turn the lights out and not check on you when you're sleeping. Like, let sleeping people lie, is what I say. Can't the monitors just do the monitoring instead of all the coming and going in the hospital? It bothers me. I don't get it. Maybe a thanks for the 5. Getting into fights is just a long, stupid way for them to make friends. Patrick W. Thanks for the 2. 9:45 and Megan and Tug still going. Well, it is now 11:12. Rachel, thanks for the 5. I'm pulling chat over. Stop whining about the derailment. It's part of the streams. Don't like it, go elsewhere. I'm sorry. Have you met me? I'm called the Derailer. That's my new identity. And if you didn't know that was going to happen, be warned. Karen Kilpatrick, thanks for the 2. My pure white gray started at age 8. I'm brunette. Wow, 8 years old. And Ronald, thank you for the Cash App for the 5. I appreciate you for sending the Cash App. Those of you who don't want to send via Super Chat, there are alternatives on the bottom of the screen. Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, all those things. Mark Goody became a YouTube member. What? Welcome to the Fox Den, Mark. It's weird, but you'll get used to it. And if you don't, you're going to rage quit. But before you do, you better leave me an epic hate mail. Otherwise, I'm going to be disappointed. Paisley Chicken, thanks for the 5 because Beggin' Megan likes my name. Buy yourself some breadsticks and then just blame Jeremy. Lady Horse, thanks for the 5. Haters hate. So here's some more money to make them holler more. Yes. Yes. Thank you. I appreciate that. SF, they should be rolling around in agony by now. SF, thanks for the 5. Come on, Megan. You know Jeremy yelling at someone is so much worse than pulling a pew-pew on people. What are you smoking? Yeah. That's what they want us to believe, you know? Chance NP, Jody Chop, thanks for the 2. So when can we expect a music CD from you too? Well, I don't know about a CD from us, but I am working with Gadfly to get Blame Jeremy re-recorded. And he was going to be here tonight, but we had to have a scheduling issue. We had a scheduling problem. So maybe I can get him later in the week. I'm going to work with him on that. And he's going to come on and we're going to talk about that. It's going to be fun. Michael Dean, thanks for the 5. Megan, look into TC Pass, the hater you just mentioned. Dad, TC. Oh, yeah. I know. I heard about that. Ellie Fan, thanks for the 5. Weird thought. Bet you make more than Lynette made riding the polls. I don't know anything about that, Ellie. Nothing. I know nothing about that. Wizzy Wheels, thanks for the 5. When you watch Megan and Tug, you know there will be lots of squirrel moments. It's what most of us love them for. If you don't like it, don't watch. It's true. Sapphire Sky, thanks for the 5. They also attempted to get Grangers to drop a trailer on their property. Oh, yeah, that's right. Something about that trailer they just can't give up on. Puzzled Puzzler, thanks for the 2. It's deja vu all over again. Yes, it is. Carrie D, thanks for the 5. Inquiring minds want to know, Megan, have you seen Tug's real mug? Does the face match the voice? In my mind, he's a version of Marlboro Man. Okay, so I have seen it only because that one of those morons at the Washington Post doxed him. However, I have totally put it out of my mind and forgotten what he looked like because to me, it was like finding out that Santa Claus doesn't exist, you know? You don't want that. You want to put that out of your mind as soon as possible. I don't want to see Tug's face. In fact, if we meet up in Florida for the trial, I'm going to require that he wear the mask. He's going to have to wear the Jason mask because I'm not, it's just too upsetting to know that Tug is a real person.
It's like people who know that VTubers exist, but they don't want to realize that there's a human person behind the VTuber.
I actually want to get Tug a VTuber set up.
Oh, that would be funny.
Wouldn't that be fantastic? So you could watch him smoking his cigar.
Yeah.
But he's like a cartoon. We have to figure out, Brad, you're actually the perfect guy to talk about with this.
Oh,
Who
no.
can figure out how to make Tug a VTuber?
Yeah. Tug would have to pay someone to do the design and rig it, but
well, he could do that.
After that, it's pretty simple.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, we need to talk about this later because that's like a thing he wants to do. We should do it. Lasagna, thanks for the 10. for the super sticker. K-Dubs gifted 10 Megan Fox memberships. Wow. Thank you so much, K-Dubs. That was very generous. Tiffany H, thanks for the 5. I'm doing puzzles as I listen. The answer for the last one was lawyer. As I write it, I hear myself saying lawyer. Puzzler, thanks for the 2. Locals images. Oh, do we have locals memes? Do we have memes? Are they memeing?
The farmers came back to work.
Are the farmers working? They were on strike for like a really long time. Oh my God, they are. Holy crap. The farmers are memeing. Oh my God. Look at this. The farmers are memeing. The locals farmers are memeing.
There was some on my post earlier too.
All right. You need to have some explanation. Bruce has a favorite pet case of his that he says is full of corruption. It's the mac and cheese case.
Oh,
but nobody wanted to cover it. And he was begging to get on all of our shows and no one would cover it because it was boring. And so the mac and cheese, that's where it comes from. The mac and cheese. All right. Here's one. This is funny. The super chats are raining from the sky.
Are you sitting on your throne of breadsticks?
Is that a breadstick throne? Oh, that's so good. So good. I love that. Thank you for that.
Did you mean to turn your camera on?
What?
Your camera's on.
No, I hit the wrong thing. Oh, well. Whatever. Here I am. Woo! Okay. We have receipts. Look, we're canoeing through the receipts. That's hilarious. I love this. Love that. Now, I was trying to turn the screen off, but I did the wrong thing. What is this? So Grok, this was the next one is the create an image of a crazy, desperate lawyer in a full courtroom showing a cue card that says just a little light perjury to a witness on the stand. Let's see what it looks like, shall we? Let me blow this up. This is funny. What, did it stop sharing? I didn't mean to hit stop sharing. I just wanted to take
Dang
it.
it, Megan.
Well, I screwed it up. Just a little light perjury.
That's a good one.
It's so good. It's so good. I love it. God, the meme farmers are really working overtime right now. They haven't done this in a while, so look at it's the general, the Fox general leading the army of receipts. Oh my God. These are great. These are great, you guys. I miss locals meming. The locals meme farmers, they're some of the hardest working meme farmers when they work. A lot of times they go on strikes and they don't work for long periods of time. Susan Snoozy Q York, member for a month. Woohoo! More to come, baby. And by the way, again, if you're in Northport, you have your own story, you want to share about this, feel free to contact me. I'm happy to listen. Megan Fox. .writer@protonmail.com. K-Dubs, thanks for the 10. Money for adoption. My mom just came home with a baby and told us his name was Brother. Caroline B, thanks for the 5. It's sounding like only she can keep any child with health issues alive. No other adult can take care of the child and love her. And from what I understand, the alleged medical problem is just a dietary restriction, which is not that difficult to handle. It's not.
I had said in chat earlier, if you had told me that this child was a real life doll, I would believe it. The way that she talks about it is like somebody who's gone into a psychosis over their real life doll.
Yeah, it's her entire identity. SF, thanks for the 2. No, I'm a Leo. Come on, and for Fox's sake. Rhea Norman, thanks for the 2. It's not lying, she a lying. Ali Quad, thanks for the 5. For the Harper, I'm musical, and that was so beautiful that it gave me goosebumps. Also, thank you. I'm decorating the tree. Love you too. By the way, if you're a member of my locals group, you can see that video of her, which her face is hidden in it, which is why it was perfect for me to be able to post on locals, because the harp was obscuring her face. But I did post the full video of Fairy playing her harp, and it is lovely. I mean, the Carol of the Bells is it's a great tune. Terry Warner, thanks for the 5. Children should thrive, not just survive. That's true. And it's nothing against people who don't have money, but you know, poor people also take care of their children. They don't rely on begging others and doing these big guilt trips and stuff to get everything they need for everything. They also have family members who can help and whatever, but it's just a very strange thing. Suzanne 7 Imperial Beach, Cali, thanks for the 5. I bought 4 pairs of leg warmers. I am now asking for 2 more pairs. Please grift for me.
Please send super chats on behalf of Suzanne so that we can get her more leg warmers.
Yes, we need to get her some more leg warmers. I heard that Free People had some good leg warmers that someone ordered the other day. Amazon definitely doesn't have a great selection. I'm thinking of going to Etsy the next time I look for leg warmers because I think there will be better ones there. I just have a feeling. Used to be younger, thanks for the 5. Florida Pays HG Medical also gives LP extra money for special needs child. Is this why she keeps the child disabled? Well, I don't know if the child is disabled because that's the way she was born or if there's situational issues that cause it. I don't know. But I do know that in the case where the child was removed from her in Iowa, there was documented evidence that she said to the psychologist when the child was taken, there goes $450 a month. That's upsetting, you know? Elfie, thanks for the 5. LP had HG from birth and guardianship. 10 months. At 10 months, adoption entered into. Yes. That's right. Veda, thanks for the 5. The sad part about this, among others, the child doesn't even know the life she is living is not normal. Well, and we hope that that's a blessing. Puzzled Puzzler, thanks for the 5. HG's brain is forming, learning from her parents how to behave and interact with others. Her future is being formed as we speak, and it's, so sad. Patrick W, thanks for the 2. 1045. Hashtag Energizer Bunny still going. Breadsticks. Breadstick money. Janice Wingfield, thanks for the 10. Lynette is purposefully isolating HG. No play dates, no friends, no school, etc. I don't believe for one moment that Lynette is homeschooling HG. She won't even potty train her. She's 5. I know that she was having difficulty when she was 4. I don't know what the current situation is now, but it does appear that she does not have any play dates or friends or school. And Lynette keeps saying that she can't be around other people because of her metabolic illness. And I'm not sure that that's true. And that's disturbing to me. Stacey Engard, thanks for the 2. Fireside chats with Megan and Tug. And now Brad. Brad's here now too. I have my favorites. Thanks for the 2. I believe she sells stuff at the flea market. Yes, she does. She sells things at a flea market. In the Clouds 4. Thanks for the tube. Channel suggestion, the Derailed Professionals. Dummy Dog, thanks for the 5. Tug and Megan's next stream suggestion, hair care for the haters. That's funny. King Bob, thanks for the 2. Megan, new law stream name for you. Hairsay. Hairsay. Hairsay! Oh my God. Hairsay is pretty good. I like that. Good. It's pretty good. Hairsay. Suzanne 7, Imperial Beach, Cali, thanks for the 5. Did you see the blue porta potties that JH will be selling on Whatnot? They are miniature, so professional. Just love his ideas. Were they the buckets, the blue buckets, or does he have something else?
Oh, no.
I don't know. I haven't seen them. I saw the buckets. Denise Ricard, thanks for the Canadian 20. Megan, your laugh is contagious. I wish I had your hair. It looks so healthy. And I love your brain, even if that sounds creepy. It doesn't sound creepy. That's nice. Just want to say love you and Tug. You make me smile. Thank you. My hair is healthy now, but it took a long time to get it there because, like I said earlier, I was bleaching it blonde for a lot of years, and eventually that gets really dry and straw-like. So I spent a lot of years getting it back to my natural color, which was difficult. And now it's finally there, and it's better. Sapphire Sky, thanks for the 2. And I thought Stranger Things was hard to watch. John Alive, thanks for the 2. I love the vid. I'm your number 1 troll. LOL. Megatug. Megatug. That's funny. And Brad.
Phrasing.
SF, thanks for the 5. I feel like LO and the Hales case are just rinse and repeat. Yes. Pattern of behavior cases, except LO is the smutty romance novel with the single white female. Brad, these cases are very similar. They are both cases where both women went to the media asking for coverage, and they did not like the coverage they got.
Yep.
That should be a lesson to you. If you are out there and you may be scamming someone, don't go to the media to ask them to help your scam. Because if people in the media catch on, you're not going to like the media coverage that you get. And that's the exact situation both of these people find themselves in.
People in PR say there's no such thing as bad press. There absolutely is bad press.
Oh, there is. There is. Michelle Webster, CM Yesterday's Vintage, thanks for the 5. I listen from Canada and just love learning about the free speech. Oh, cool. Yeah, because you don't have that there. Canada, we should
once you're annexed, then you'll have some free speech.
I love that you just went there when I was like, well, we're going to invade Canada soon. So hang in there, Michelle.
You know, in the 1920s, they actually made military plans for if we needed to, how do we invade Canada?
Well, it's not even a problem. You just walk in and say, we own this now. And they're all going to go, okay. Is it really going to be a fight?
We just have a hockey match to decide the fate of Canada.
No, don't do that. They'll win. No. The Canadians will always beat us at hockey.
If we beat the Russians, we can beat the Canadians.
Well, that's true. Valor Motorsports, thanks to the 2. Can you post your email? Okay, email. Where is my email? There you go. Do you see it now? How about now? Is it there now?
Is that number 1 or number 2?
1, 2. Number 1, number 2. Palmer's Archer Homestead, thanks for the 2. I was auburn, now silver, and I love it. I would like to love silver hair. I'm just not there yet. Kelly B, thanks for the 5. The guy they have in video is a sore spot because that piece of was Jeremy's friend who used to hang out all the time. He's just stirring. Yeah, I mean, that's the other thing. Here's a personal problem between two men. Do I really think it's the internet's business? And if somebody filmed it and put it on the internet, even so, am I interested? Not really. In two guys chest bumping and yelling at each other. I've seen that before. It's not that groundbreaking. Diane Richardson, thanks for the $1. Appreciate it. Amy Q, thanks for the 2. Sending a super chat doesn't mean I'm a stalker. Oh, well, you know what? You just earned yourself a special play of this little video clip I have here because, we haven't played this all day. Wait, where is it? There it is.
And just because I watch a video or parts of a video doesn't mean I'm a stalker.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't. Okay. Ellie Fan, thanks for the 2. Obsession Hearsay. Objection. Oh, Obsession. Objection Hearsay. Yep. Good one. John Alive, thanks for the 2. My mom died. John Alive, thanks for the 2. My mom didn't die. Good news. I'm glad to hear it because I was worried there for a minute. Melody Couture with the last super chat. Thanks for the $1.99. Little Blue Squeeze. Stress porta potties. There's stress porta potties. Oh, I gotta have one of those. I'm becoming a whatnot addict. I bought the macaroni briefcase the other day.
Oh no.
Yes, I did. I bought the macaroni briefcase. I couldn't help myself. It was hilarious. And it's now mine. It's on its way. And it's for all your cheesy ideas. And it's got a lawyer on it, a lawyer, if you would, who with a macaroni handle. And I can't wait for it. It's like a little journal. It's going to be great. All right, guys, where are we going to go now? Where are you going to go? Let's see. Who's streaming? Let me see if there's anywhere I can send you on this Tuesday night.
There is not a lot of.
Oh my God, nobody's streaming. All right, well, I guess you're not. What?
Good Logic?
He's not on.
Yeah.
Where do you see him? He's not on mine. Is Good Logic live? If he is, I will totally send him there, but I don't see him. Good. Why didn't he come up? Why is he on yours and not on mine?
I don't know.
Oh, wait, he is. Why? Did I get unsubscribed? I bet I got unsubscribed. All right. Listen, go tell Joe Neerman that we are so proud of him. Do you know what happened with Joe Neerman recently?
He's getting accepted for brief for the Supreme Court
That's
for
right.
his journalistic integrity of the New York courts.
That's right. Clarence freaking Thomas knows Joe Neerman's name. You go tell Joe that I am so proud of him. Mama Fox is proud as hell to know Joe Neerman because, holy crap, Clarence Thomas is reading one of his briefs. It's amazing. All right, everybody. I'm going to leave you with a little pecuniary because this is a great video that was given to me today and it's hilarious. Please go tell Joe that I'm so proud of him and congratulations. See you later. Thanks, Brad, for hanging out.
No
This was
problem.
fun.
What the Hales is going on? Something here is very wrong. Tuning into Megan and Tug. Dapo drop, what the fuck? It's harassment, defamatory, and pecuniary. Big worry, Megan and Tug almost breaks down laughing. Fox and Umbrella, content drowning and splashing. Pecuniary! Bubbles wants to ask the questions. Shock it slams with good objections. Jeremy hitting with logical reasoning. Forces Bubbles through unquestionable weaseling. Bubbles acts like a broken record. Jeremy stands his ground like an expert. Judge or jury will determine the facts. That's confidential, oh snap. It's harassment, defamatory, and pecuniary. Big words, but Megan is your dictionary. Megan and Tug almost breaks down laughing. Fox and Umbrella, content drowning and splashing. Pecuniary, pecuniary, pecuniary. Bubbles wants to ask the questions. Shock it slams with good objections. Jeremy hitting with logical reasoning. Forces Bubbles through unquestionable weaseling. Bubbles acts like a broken record. Jeremy stands his ground like an expert. Judge or jury will determine the facts. That's confidential, oh snap. It's harassment, defamatory, and pecuniary. Big words, but Megan is your dictionary. Megan and Tug almost breaks down laughing. Fox and Umbrella, content drowning and splashing. Poor Jeff was left all on his own, cause Megan had Tug on the phone. Something urgent did pop up, but Jeff joins the stream and they're all made up. Now the trio on stream outstanding. So reading, continuance demanding. Just a couple of pages or maybe 10, but it all continues on Tuesday again. It's harassment, defamatory, and pecuniary. Big words, but Megan is your dictionary. Megan and Jeff almost breaks down laughing. Fox and Vice is content drowning and splashing. Content Krampus, Megalodonus, meat sweats begging Megan. Professional.